Sound good? Everybody good?
My mic sounds nice. Does my mic sound nice?
Yeah. We back in the building, y'all. Live
up?
from the green room.
What's up?
Started up. Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. What's up, my brother? Thank you for the shipment. This really, if you haven't ordered this yet, I don't know what you're waiting on, man. This stuff hits. And it's about to be summertime. And cookout's gonna start. I'm showing up to everybody cookout with this shit, right? Y'all gonna be like, Tone coming through with that rum punch. I might not, because I might drink it all. But if I have some left, I'll bring some to your cookout.
All right.
I feel like I just got back from New York today. I just landed like a couple hours ago. I feel like daylight savings time was invented for New York. I just say East Coast in general. East Coast in general. Because LA is warm all the time.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day all day. In October, November,
right.
it'll just get dark at 5, but it was a beautiful day. New York, getting dark early coincides with getting cold and shitty and rainy and snowy.
Right.
So when daylight savings times comes around, it's almost like, now it gets dark later and the weather's better.
Yeah.
So it's like a gift. Yeah, I don't think people on the West Coast, that's what I mean to say.
Yeah.
I don't think people on the West Coast really like revel in that shit like we do. Like on the East Coast, when it's daylight savings times, like motherfuckers come out of their shit. We all in a cocoon during the winter, the fall and winter.
Right.
And then daylight savings time is like, it's like almost like a switch is flipped and the whole city has come alive. Like the chicks start throwing that shit on, dudes start getting their cars shined up because we know like, it's getting dark at 8 and the good weather's coming.
That is different. So you have an extra hour to
no, it's not really like an extra
couple
hour.
hours.
It's a 3 hour because
getting dark at 5 and getting dark at 8. That's 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, and
the weather is, and the thing about the East Coast, the weather is warm all day and night.
Yeah, when it's hot in the summertime, it's hot the whole day.
Like in Cali, it still cools off.
Yeah, this shit is desert. This shit is the desert.
Even in the summertime,
it'd be 80 degrees and 40 at night.
Yeah,
when I first heard of daylight savings time, I was a stupid kid. I thought that we actually got an extra hour like this. Oh, there's now 25 hours a day for the whole
That
summer.
would be a stupid kid, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how it worked. It's like you get an extra hour to play. That's how I can't. The extra hour, that means where did they get that hour from?
they supposed to get rid of it though. They
They say that every year. Every year, because they for the economy,
Right.
It'll be better if it got dark at 8 o'clock all year round.
And they have an explanation.
People are going to be out more. They're going to shop more. They're going to spend more. They're going to be in stores more, and restaurants and bars more. Because like I said, East Coast, it get dark at 5, and in the winter come, everybody in the house, like, we ain't. You got to really be.
You be in bed by 8.
Something got to be going on to be like,
person,
I'm going where? 9 o'clock, bro? It's going to be dark from 5.
Yeah.
Right.
But I say all that to say, because I was home. We did the shows this weekend in New Brunswick. And I stayed an extra day to do Math Hoffa's podcast. I did my expert opinion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Math. Shout out to Mech. Shout out to Gat. It was dope as hell. Me and Jordan did it. It was dope as hell. And their intro to their show is always, hit that like, hit that share. Yeah. Let us know you in here. It don't cost you no paper unless you're a motherfucking hater. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, all right, I like y'all little intro. Check this out. I got a podcast. I want to see y'all follow my shit right now. Subscribe to my shit right now. While I'm sitting here. Don't wait till we'll do it after the show. Yeah. So I made them all pull their phones out and subscribe.
Dope.
And they all did it. I was like, I'm gonna support y'all. Y'all gonna support us.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It was like dope. But it was a lot of fun, man. Me and Jordan did it together. They was the upbringing, how he got into it, how I got into it. It was just dope all around interview. But I was home, and I was only home for the day, and the weather was unbelievable. And then I had to go eat with my dudes, Wavy and Lex, and we hung out for a little bit. My mom's cooked. We was gonna go to dinner. My mom's cooked, so I was like, let's go to the crib. So my mom's the best chef in the world. So they was all in my mom's crib, like, yo.
I saw you. I saw you on Instagram on your story, just going through all the photos that your mom got set up.
Oh yeah, man, that was
It
freaking
looked like
scary,
the intro
dude.
of Soul Food, like the opening credits.
All y'all are twins, man.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell who was who though. Like I thought that was Chrissy.
Yeah.
Because when I see the baby picture of Chris, I was like, yo, him and Charleston look alike.
Yeah.
But then when I saw your baby picture, I was like, yo.
That
I
was
like,
obvious.
nah, like
Charleston is the second coming of Tone.
Yo, man.
Looks like exactly alike.
A spitting image.
And I want to say, while we talking about that,
Right.
happy birthday to Andre, happy birthday to Kenny. I got an older brother and a younger brother, both born today.
Oh, dope. Happy
both born on
birthday.
April 16th.
Happy birthday, brother.
So I had some, you know,
Dewey.
we did I had some cash on me from this weekend. So I went to the house last night and Kenny was there. I was like, yo, happy birthday, kid. Just gave him a little something. Yo, it's for you, kid.
Yeah.
Kenny don't talk to me much, but when I'm handing the money, it's all good. And then,
I forgot to tell you too. When we was in Jersey, somebody was like, some random chick was like, "Yeah, I know Tone's brother." I said, "Kenny." She said, "How you know?"
of course.
I said, anytime somebody, I don't care what state we in, somebody say, "Hey, I know Tone's brother," we always know it was Kenny.
Yeah, we go Kenny before we
tell
go
you that.
Chris, before we go Jordan. It's Kenny, me and fucking West Bubblefuck. I know your brother, Kenny.
Yeah, that's
Kenny, huh?
funny.
Yeah, but they birthday is today. Andre and Kenny birthday.
That's
today.
what's up, man.
I gave him a stack and was like, "Yo, have a good day." And then, like I said, he never talked to me routinely this afternoon. Yo, you still here? I'm like, oh, now the lines of communication are open. I got to pay to open the lines of communication.
How far apart are they? Kenny.
Years. Andre's older than me, and Kenny's young, 2 under me.
So what about like 10?
So like 14. So,
Oh wow.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all a question. I always say this is therapy for me. I really feel like I need to talk sometimes, and this really helps. Do I need to talk to a therapist about my anxiety with white people? I'm gonna tell you why. And this happens a lot, but it just happened about 10 minutes ago.
All right.
I park across the street. Wait, how much did he charge you to park?
Yeah, well, all right.
How much did he charge you?
$15.
15. But the sign said 10. You saw that, right?
I saw that.
Yeah, I pull up. He's like
What
$15.
reason did he give you?
I said, my man, the sign say 10. Oh no, I'll give you your own spot. You keep your keys. I'm like, don't worry about it, bro. I was gonna pay anyway, but I'm like, it's weird that the sign said that. Anyway, I get out the car. I'm walking across the street. There's a white lady walking in front of me, crossing the street. Like I'm on this side of the street. She had just made her way to that sidewalk and going in the same direction I'm going. So I'm walking behind her, quite a distance, 20 feet maybe. And she turns the corner, and I'm walking, and then I turn the corner, and she's coming in this building. She's at the door punching the code in to come in the building. So I stop, and I'm like, okay, I can't go in with her. Like, hey, hold the door. White lady, not old, like a white lady and me, like, hold the door. I was like, that don't even look right. So I was like, let me just wait for her to buzz the door, open it, go in, let the shit close and lock again. Then I wait a minute and then punch the code in. I had every right to be in this building, but I was like, I gotta wait because I don't want this lady to be on some bullshit.
You know,
Is that my anxiety when it comes to white people?
Yeah, it is.
and you know why I'm gonna say that? Because I feel like that a lot of times, but I don't go out of my way to not still do what I have to do. What I'll do is I'll just say something. Hey, how you doing? Oh, you going in here too? Hold the door, or I'll just say something to acknowledge that,
Right.
that hey, it's me and you. We say, especially at an ATM. That's
Oh, yeah,
when
ATM, I'm like,
ATM.
I'm not even
I
getting
might
out the
chill.
car.
You know why? Because I want somebody to chill if I'm at the ATM.
Right.
So ATM, I'll give anybody a certain. I'll be on the phone, even if I'm not on the phone. I'll just I'm doing something to where it's just like
It's clear I'm not sneaking up on
It's clear I'm not sticking up. I'm making myself know.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I would just kind of just do that. Just kind of But it's definitely something we all think about. I know I think about it often too, but I don't go out of my way. Because they won't go out of their
No, they don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
that's white part of a portion of that is white privilege.
And if she gets scared, then that's on her. Yo, I remember one time, now that you say that, one time, literally, I was walking out of the grocery store, right? And I was headed to a house party, whatever. I had some bottles of alcohol. And it's dark. And as I'm walking, but it's in a Ralph's parking lot.
Right.
People in the parking lot every day.
Right.
I walked past a white lady and her kids. But she did not see me. It was kind of like she was too busy involved in her kids. And when she looked up, I'm like right there.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God.
See?
Literally.
See?
And it made me feel some kind like it threw me off so much because had I been prepared for that, I would have been like, damn, lady, like you was really that afraid, but it threw me off. So I was just like, I just kind of was just quiet, and I sat in my car and I really felt like shit. Bro. I was just like,
you know what, that when that happens, it depends on the type of day that you're having. Doesn't it? How you react and how you like, because you said before, like the ATM. I said, oh, I'll be on my phone or something like that. Cause you having a good day, so I don't want to. I know what it is. Right. But when it comes out of nowhere, it's like, yo.
Yeah, man.
Are we still?
And you know what? I think it's because I see it. I'm always aware of it. I see it so much. I'm walking, group 1 boarding, and everybody starts getting up to walk to the plane, and I'm standing with my backpack on, and there'll be a white guy in front of me, and he'll always, I'm talking about 90% of the time, motherfucker will look back, see me, and then go. And I'm like, bro, come on.
Let me make sure I have my wallet.
So again, my anxiety, when I'm walking on the plane, I give that white person in front of me like fucking 6 feet, bro. Because I'm like, I just don't feel like that. Because I know one day I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Yeah.
Sometimes just to be blatantly, brutally obvious about what's going on. Walking behind somebody, I see them looking back. I go, don't be alarmed, there's a black guy behind you.
Don't be alarmed when he
right.
Like, just let them know, like, don't be alarmed, there's a black guy behind you. And they be like, sometimes they're like, oh no, I wasn't.
Yeah, I was okay.
I wasn't doing it. I'm like, yes, you were.
And
I don't say that, but I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I saw you fucking
head,
jumpy, motherfucker.
In their head, they see you see it, and they're like, oh, hope he won't say anything. Yeah, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
Elevators as well.
Oh my God.
All, especially when we in hotel after hotel. So elevators, you could have a computer bag in your hand and a manila. Like you could just be looking like
white people are never more afraid of niggas than when it's one of them in an elevator with one of us.
And you just
that shit is fear factor to them, yo. They be like, yo, please, Lord, let him be getting off before me. Like, and if we on the same floor,
they think you following them.
We both nervous. We both in there like.
And that's the thing, my anxiety again, if I'm on the elevator first and they walk on and I already pressed like 7 and they gonna go, oh, you already pressed 7. Yeah. I'm like, oh, this bitch is on my floor. Because here we go.
And you gotta do stuff like jingle keys. Be like extra.
Yo, God forbid you let her off first and then you follow her, y'all go in the same direction.
That happened to me a lot.
Yo.
That happened
to me in Vegas when I went to see New Edition.
Yeah.
Chick got off the elevator, I got off. I'm going this way. Oh, I'm going this way. We start walking. We go around the house cleaning lady's cart. She goes around. I swear she was like 12:10. I was 12:10. I was 12:12. So when she went to like get her car key, I'm reaching for mine. It's like, and she's like, I'm right there. She's like, oh, okay. And when I opened the door, I was like, hey, we was just neighbors. It's just neighbors, okay.
And that's what I'm going to start doing. If this is me and a white lady, and I'm going to be like, listen, when I get off, I'm making a left. I just like,
yeah.
I don't know what you're doing,
but
I'm making a left.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Narrating it.
It's like maybe to just make light of it. Like, hey, we both going to 7. I'm going left when you get off. I don't know which way you're going. I'm going left too. All right,
okay.
we going to go the same way. All right,
y'all are better than me. Yeah.
No, I'm not that good. I'm saying the shit is my anxiety, bro. Every day I'm in stores. I see in line behind somebody. I'm like, look at this motherfucker. I see them pat their wallets. Sometimes I go, don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself. And they act like they didn't hear me. What? Excuse me? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Well, you know what? Don't keep it bottled in. You know, in some ways, I don't think a therapist, you don't need to go to it. You just need to talk to another brother about what happened and just get it off your chest.
Not if it's Dr.
Well, I need to
Well, go ahead and holler at the brother.
He might be locked up for choking a white lady. Yo, you gotta
look. You don't want to be in a situation where you're walking around in your life less than just because of this man.
You're right. You're right.
So I don't care what color you are, but especially if you're a bigot in your mind and you walking around like that. You don't even have to be white. It's non-black people. All non-black people have a perception of us, and when they act on it and it makes you feel less than, you have to address it. You can't cower.
No, you're right. Fox, you absolutely right about that. Because I remember one time when I had bought that Nefertiti piece. I had remember the Nefertiti piece I had? I still got it. Like, she was like, no, it was not Nefertiti, King Tut head. King Tut, it's like that big. Yeah. Mad diamonds in it. I bought the chain to go with it.
Yeah.
I was in Miami one weekend rocking that shit every day. Everybody like, yo, that shit is fire, bro. I had that shit custom made. My homegirl Iman, shout out Iman, she had it made for me. And I'm partied all night, heading to the airport the next morning with the shit on. I usually pack it. And I'm like, shades on, big ass crazy chain. And I'm walking on the plane. I sit down next to this lady and she's like looking at me. And this is why I be like my anxiety, because I remember this is years later. I still remember it. And when I got on the plane, she was like, and I remember saying to myself, like, yo, I'm not gonna let this bitch being uncomfortable sitting next to me, make me take my chain off and take my shades. Like, bitch, you just gonna have to be uncomfortable. Because I paid my ticket just like you did for yours. Like, fuck it. You just got to sit uncomfortable for the rest of this flight. Because I'm not gonna dim my light, like you said, because you feel uncomfortable. Or because I'm perceiving, tension from you.
I rather like it when it happens to me because it's a little confirming that they're being affected by my presence.
Right.
I kind of like that. I don't like to be inconvenienced about it. I don't like to be disrespected or anything like that. But when they react negatively to my blackness, it lets me know who they are.
Right.
So now I know how to act accordingly.
Right.
And you have a chill presence too. So if a motherfucker like knows it, like, motherfucker like.
Nah, this nigga Umar Light. What are you talking about?
no, how he speaks.
Okay, yeah.
But if he's just walking and and if they was to try to figure out who's the safest Negro amongst us,
you would make a big mistake, white people. You think Joe Fox is a safe Negro. You would make a grave mistake.
You know where that came from? It just came from years of not saying anything or just letting it happen and just being observant. And actually, I mean, when I worked at the airport, nigga, when I tell you I saw that shit so much, I just got tired of it. They don't respect I'm talking about the bigots now,
right.
Non-black bigots. I'm talking about they do not respect you in any capacity, even if you in a place of service and on an official capacity. If they don't feel that they have to respect you, they will not. I'm talking.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot. We've seen white people yell at black cops, like, shut the fuck up. And like, that's a cop, right? Just because he's black don't mean he...
I'm talking, like, remember when Barack Obama got off that plane and that senator was like...
Yo, that, and when the dude yelled out on the state assembly, lies. That has never happened before when a president was speaking.
Well, see, that right there, I don't know what the psychological term is, but there's a psychological reaction that tells your brain to say something else so you can say the thing that you really want to say. He yelled liar or lies.
Right. But he really wants to yell nigga.
There you go. So that happens all the time. We do that. Is that I really want to. We edit ourselves so that we won't be responsible for saying the wrong thing. But when I was working, just to say, segue back, when I was working at TSA, some of y'all know, but I used to work at TSA at LAX airport. There was always racial incidents every single day.
I can believe it.
And I'm talking about, I don't want him putting his hands in my bags, or we had those gloves. Remember the blue gloves? Can you change your gloves? I don't want him in my bag. Can you change your gloves? I got on gloves. She just didn't want black hands in her bag.
Yeah.
So I had to.
I know that the Mexicans still worse than us. Let me just.
Hey, I ain't worried about them. I'm worried about how they treating me. I had a lady slap my hand. Slap my hand. Don't touch that. I mean, it's like.
Well, man.
Wow.
It just depends, because a lot of times too, I can tell when white people are uncomfortable because they'll start talking to me first. Hey, and start having a conversation, and then once we talk, then they become whatever. If the funniest thing is when you see white people get drunk, they will be your best friend. And then when they sober up, it's like, I feel like the next day they're like, okay, how many Negro friends did I make last night? Like, you made 5. Oh, my God.
You made 5 friends.
Oh, my God. Well, he's calling me now.
Not enemies.
like homie, Saturday. We did a show. We did a show Saturday night.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I could remember the name of the company. They were...
tech firm or engineering?
Engineers, civil engineers?
Civil engineers.
I can't remember.
It was like a convention or something?
It was a
conference, I think they were having.
Conference in New Brunswick, somewhere.
The National Society of Black Engineers.
No, not black. Not black.
Not black
Not
at
black.
all.
So
Of white
they
engineers.
came to the show. They came to the late show.
Okay.
About 150 of them.
Yeah.
About 150 of them. 145 white guys. So I'm rocking late show. I'm rocking this show. This room is fucking at its fucking apex, and I'm fucking with them. And I'm like, "What's the name of the company? Collier
Something,
Financial
yeah.
something." And the boss is like right here, side of the stage, and he's drunk and just yelling shit out. So I'm having a ball with him.
Boss is-
And then I look around the room and I realize, like, wait, whoa! I go, whoa! Hold the fuck up! I've been talking to y'all all this time. Yo, where are the women in this company? Because it's all drunk, red-faced white guys. You know, they get drunk and turn redder. It's a bunch of beats in the room.
Right.
It's a bunch of beats. These niggas is red like beats.
Yeah.
And I go, wait, whoa, where's the women? And 3 white women raise their hand.
3 white women.
And I go, whoa, hey, hold up. I go, sweetheart, how bad is the harassment at work? And she says, I don't want to answer that. And I'm like, that's how bad it is. She can't even say it because she's around all her coworkers. She knows she got to go back to work Monday. And then one lady goes, it's not, I go to the next lady, how bad is the harassment at work? And she goes, it's not that bad. And I go, they got her.
Yeah.
I go, she's so scared for her job, she can't even speak out. And I'm like, wait, fuck that. Fuck the women. Fuck where the women are. Where the black people? And a black lady over here raised her hand.
Black lady.
Black lady. And I'm like, what's your name, sweetheart? And she had like a black name, Takia or something like that. So I was
Carlotta.
like, I said, yo, how bad is the harassment at work? She said, sweetie, I work from home. And I said, yo, that's how bad the harassment is. She's like, I'll work for the company.
But I ain't
if I
gonna
could. No, I said, she was like, that's how bad the harassment is. She was like, I'll work here if I could work here.
Yeah.
And I was just kept running with that the whole time. Show's over, they all came outside. They bought mad merch. They was like, give me $50 for one $20 t-shirt. Keep the change.
Yeah.
2 t-shirts, here's $100. Keep the change. They was just balling out.
Yeah.
And then she came out and she was like, thank you for like calling that shit out. Like, it's really, really bad there.
Wow.
The harassment is crazy and there's no diversity and I just couldn't take it, so I had to work from home. So now,
Oh, so black lady saying that.
black lady, show's over. Everybody's gone. Club is empty. We go down to the corner. It's a bar in the corner, like a pub. Like,
Yeah.
They got music blasting. People in there having drinks. Like, oh, let's go get a drink real quick before the end of the night. We go in. Some of the people from the show, some of the, from the civil engineering firm are in the club.
Right.
One white guy in particular comes over, drunk. This motherfucker rapping every lyric with us. And that nigga's like, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up.
Dancing.
Older white guy. We like, yeah. This motherfucker's like, he like, and if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah.
Like he was rocking with us, right?
Yeah.
We ordered a round of shots. He was like, yo, what you guys drinking? We like, nah, we good. He had his girl with him. Club's letting out. End of the night, he walks over to me and goes, hey, man. Now, he fucked up, but he making sense. Hey, man. You were on point tonight. you were on point. You're right. We need to do better in that company. You're right, man. Thank you for calling that out. We need to do better. We need to be more inclusive in our hiring practices. We need to. And he was like telling me everything, and I'm like, this nigga's so dry. He ain't gonna remember none of this shit. He gonna make us smile like, yo, what the fuck did I say? But in that moment, he was like, yeah, you're right, man. We don't have enough women. We don't have enough minorities. He was like, you shined the light on our company tonight, and I really appreciate it.
He was cool. He talked to me for
super
like
cool.
30 minutes about the life insurance.
Now was this the boss
Yeah.
dude? Was this
No, it wasn't the boss.
No,
The
no,
boss
no,
was
no, no.
the boss was wasted and gone already.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Well, not funny, but it's cool when you work in a corporate setting like that, and then there are people who are sensitive to the environment that they know that you're a fish out of water, so to speak. And if you have a conversation, they're open to a conversation about making change just to make it more diverse or inclusive, or just to make you feel better about it.
I think a lot of times in corporate America, they know. They know.
Yeah.
You could just look around and see like, yo, we're not doing a good job of being inclusive here.
Right.
Whatever the company is. You can walk into your place of work and just look around like
damn.
we're not doing as much as we can to help, be inclusive and make sure that people, minorities who are qualified for this job get an opportunity to get this job. Now, here's the crazy shit. Ready for this? So the end of I'm on stage. This is before we got outside. So I'm like talking to the boss, and he's like, I'm joking around about how white it is and how few women and the black lady works at home. And he says, we need to hire more. And I'm like, Yo, is there anybody here that needs a job? Yo, swear to Brooklyn, New York. Lady came to me after the show, black lady. My daughter is in school to be a civil engineer.
Wow.
Yo, I called the boss over. This is outside selling merch. I called the boss over. I told a lady and her daughter to come over. I said, yo, her daughter's in school to be a civil engineer.
Internship.
She's about to graduate. He said, straight face, like, okay, so you have your email? You have an email? Take my email, contact me, we'll bring you in, we'll, have a conversation. I can't promise anything, but we'll see what happens. Yo, the little girl mother hugged the shit out of me. Thank you so much. Oh my God. I said, listen, sweetie, go in there, blow their head, blow their minds, like wow them. You know what I'm saying? Be on time, be dressed right, be articulate, let them know they need you. Right. And she was like, thank you so much. I can't believe this is happening right now. And the boss was like, yeah, we'll bring her in. And when they was walking away, he came to me like, no, for real, we'll bring her in. We'll bring her in and talk to her. And I'm like, I appreciate that, man. And then I told her mother, turned to the mother, yo, if she get this job, y'all motherfuckers owe me. Y'all owe me. She was like, yes, we do. So I hope she keeps in contact, telling me what happened.
You would.
Nah, just give me a shout out, like just I did that for them. Like that's they win. They win. We win.
Exactly.
She gave you a big ass hug. What the mother look like?
No. It was a mother. It was a mother. It was a mother. It wasn't like yo mama, old mama. It was like it was like she owed me a sweet potato pie, mother.
Daughter's 18, mother's
no. Daughter might have been 21. Mother might have been 60.
Okay.
65. Nah. It was a mama.
No, it was okay. Yeah.
She had a
sweater on.
Okay.
Yeah, had a sweater on, a little jacket.
Shawl,
yeah,
had a little cardigan on. No, I was fucking around.
Yeah, but overall, this weekend shows were fire.
That's dope.
The shows were
dope weekend, man.
Fire, man. Dope weekend.
So that picture with you and Jordan in those seats, was that was the podcast?
That was the podcast. That was the podcast.
Okay,
yeah. It's they shoot it in a barbershop.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. They shoot it in a barbershop. They got a security guard that worked the door. It's in Harlem. It's uptown. It's 118th Street.
Yeah.
So I get it. Yo, security was like ninja serious. Yeah. Motherfucker had the fucking poo shiesty on and the mask, so all you could see was this. And we went in, and Jordan was like, yo, I'm Jordan Rock. And he was like, Frisk Jordan.
Yeah.
Nigga, put his fingers in his sneakers, all type of shit.
Oh, damn.
And then when I was behind Jordan, I was like, nah, bro, you ain't patting me down, bro. I got it on me. I was like, I got it on me. You ain't patting me down. He was like, yo, come on, Rock. I said, nah, bro, I got it on me. I'm like, right now I got it on me, so you ain't got to pat me down. And then Math was like, yo, he good. He was like, all right, go ahead, yo. I said, nah, you ain't patting me down. I sat in the chair, and then Wavy and Lex pulled up. That motherfucker was...
All the
Wavy was like, God damn. I said, yeah, that nigga serious, man. And then look, patted everybody down. They turned the cameras on. Like, they got the cameras just like this. I was talking to the cameraman, like, yo, I was like, is this shit we need? Like, tell me what this is, all that. Picking his brain. He's like, yeah, we gonna start in a minute. Homie went to the back, got the shit, put one here, and sat at the door facing outside. Didn't even watch the podcast. And this motherfucker was like 6'7", 6'8", had to be like a good 350, 375.
Something must have went down over there.
All black. Because it's niggas battle rappers doing a podcast. Like, as much beef as they got, and they don't know what kind of beef their guests have.
Yeah.
So homie sat at the door, like, we behind him doing the podcast. He's like, this at the door.
At the ready, man. Hell yeah.
So I was like, good. I was like, get him before they
make you feel safe.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shit shouldn't go down at all.
Yeah, shit should not go down.
Shit should not go down.
Now here's the thing. That's the thing. So, are we too concerned with our own people sometimes?
We should be.
Yeah. And
we should be.
Are we too like a black person will go somewhere and it could be too many black people somewhere for a black person. A black person will go somewhere and say, yo, there's too many black people here.
It depends on what kind of black people we talking about. And
I thought you talking about in general.
Because I just had this conversation not too long ago with my boy Kenny, where I was just like, he said something, Kenny, he was in Germany.
Yeah.
Where he was like, yo, like, I feel more comfortable, or when I was talking, when we was talking about, like, the black people once they get successful, and I said, the first thing I was saying was the problem with black people is once we become millionaire, billionaire status, we feel like we have to be validated by having white millionaire, billionaire friends now. And that's where we be messing up sometimes across the, because we're, we not...
number game. It's not, I don't think it's enough. As many
but it's a validation. Like, you'll see a nigga like I got here's my white millionaire billionaire friends. I'm so happy to have him. It's like mentally validation for them. Where like you already a millionaire, bro. You already there. So why you have to have that validation from them? And then that led us to the conversation when Kenny was like, well, see, the problem is, black people, they get the money and they want to move to the white neighborhoods and this, that, and the third. And then I was like, well, it's not necessarily a white neighborhood. It's just a neighborhood.
It's a nicer neighborhood.
That we're moving to. The schools are nice and everything. And he was like, well, if you put your money, into those neighborhoods, you can build it up. He was like, I said, nah, it's more about safety issues and blah, blah, blah. And he said, well, I feel more safe being in a majority all black neighborhood than I do in a white neighborhood. Because when I was in a white neighborhood, I was getting pulled over more. I was like, really? I said, that's interesting.
I think I agree with that. I think I feel safe. Listen, my man Dwight used to always say,
white.
Yeah, it's not that I don't want to live around niggas. I just want to live around a higher class of niggas.
And that's what I told him.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I told
I
Kenny.
want to like my thing has always been that. I've always been like, yo, I feel mad comfortable around people that look like me.
Yeah.
That's why every summer we had our vacation, the Caribbean, because I want to be on the beach chilling with people that look like me.
Yeah.
It does feel better like that, But it's kind of like, remember that scene in Boys in the Hood, and then Trey and what's his name? Trey and
Furious?
Yeah, Furious. Yeah, I don't know about this Furious.
Yeah,
Guy walking around motherfucking Compton.
At the
and shit.
Yeah.
He said, man, he's like, look, it's the 90s. We shouldn't be afraid of our own people.
Right.
I kind of feel like that. But you should be aware just because you should know where you're walking into. Like, this is an area where there's some situations. You don't want to get yourself in a situation. Let's just be real. Like, in a poverty-stricken area, you look like you are the outsider, and you could be accosted somehow if you're not aware, if you're not walking in the right way or whatever. So you need to be aware of that. So who said the question?
But no, it's like
about our own people. Yeah.
It's like you have to be like I told Kenny. I said it's not the fact of being around. I don't want to be around niggas. I want to be around like-minded people like myself, and I don't have no issue with that. It's just when you're not. That's when issues occur. You know what I'm saying?
I prefer just to be in a safe environment where I'm not harmed. Or I don't want.
But I get that. But wouldn't it make you feel better if that safe environment where you're not harmed was people that look like you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because if you're in a safe environment where you're not harmed and it's a little too white, then they start looking at you like he might be the harm.
Yeah, that's what I felt like too. I mean, and even now,
we want to be in a safe environment, not harmed. But now, who let this black guy in?
Yeah.
So, that's the world that we live in, and we have to be aware of that also. We have to be aware.
Or just live in a gay neighborhood. I live in a gay neighborhood. My neighborhood is super.
Yeah.
My neighborhood is gay as fuck. Those motherfuckers so inclusive. My black ass walking down the street with Tim's on and a hoodie. Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
How
are you?
They don't have no.
They don't give a fuck, yo.
Yeah.
Because they have.
It's white women and gay dudes. Like,
they have something.
And the white women walking their dogs. Hey, Tony, how are you?
Yeah.
They have something that society says that's, not normal. So they have something to say, oh, well, if we're going to be like this, we want other people to accept us, we need to accept this black man.
Right, yeah, that's what it is.
Hi, Tony.
I like the fact that
when my house had the revolving door of chicks, my gay neighbor was like, oh, that girl was pretty last night. Oh, you're on the roll.
Yeah.
Hey, she was 6'2". Where'd you meet at 6'2"? I'm like, hey, bro, what you watching my door all night? Like, when it was a revolving door?
Revolving door.
Ooh,
I got a good
Asian. Asian? Okay.
That's how I like it. A good mixture.
You know what?
I got an Indian neighbor.
Okay.
I got some Latino neighbors. I got white across the street, Asian down there, another black neighbor right there. We got that I know of at least 4 black, people.
Have y'all been to each other's houses?
Slow down.
No, mind you, I've been because the white chick who lives across, she's married to a Latino, so they've been to our house. So let's say the wife been to our house. You know what I mean? When I'm not there. But
wait, she's been there when you wasn't there.
Yeah, she'll go there. No.
It's Trey. Never mind.
No, we invited them to our Christmas party and they came. Both of them came. But she's real. She's real cool. I'll be doing videos. She's like, I need to be in one because she's young. She's 31. But she got 3 kids, and she's like the stay-at-home mom. So she's always outside hammering something. So she mad cool. Our Indian neighbor is they're mad cool, to be honest. You know, they always talking. Hey, you know, and we don't really talk to the Latino neighbors next to us. I don't know why, but
do they talk to you guys and you guys
we'll
don't?
wave hi.
Okay,
they say hi, we'll wave hi.
You're not trying to avoid each other. It's just we just haven't been over there.
No, and you know, neighbors, man. When you in a development, you know, people are petty. Well, they're renters, so it's already like some
how do you
bias.
know,
It's like I don't be know how they'll go on Zillow real quick and be like, you know.
She did a Zillow check.
But to be honest too, I've seen coming in. It was one neighbor, like a sheriff, and they had like a flag.
Shit!
Like I think a Trump flag
on your street.
No, not on my street. Kind of like when you turn in, but like it's still like when I go out there and jog, it's still kind of cool. But you always still have that. Yo, okay, let me be aware. But nigga, I felt like that. You know, when I was in all black, I was just like, all right, you know, let me make sure I'm cool.
I think it's just different concerns. When I grew up in the hood,
right?
Growing up in the hood, nope, not one white person, just different concerns. Now I'm in a super white neighborhood, clean as fuck, quiet. It's just different concerns because now I'm the black guy walking down the street, and the cops always. It's a 7-Eleven right around the corner from my house, and every night, like I say, from like 12 to 2. It's just a cop car posted up. They in there talking. Another car pull up and they be chopping it up. So sometimes when I drive past, I'm like, oh man, I got to go in there and get water or whatever the next day.
Yeah.
Or, I'm out of lotion or toothpaste, whatever. I got to grab something from 7-Eleven, and I'm like, fuck, here we go, man. Because I don't look like I don't look like I belong in that neighborhood. And I really don't belong in that neighborhood. It's like financially I belong there, but I'm like, yo, aesthetically,
it doesn't fit you.
It's super white, super gay. It's like white parents with their little dog and their nanny, and Tone Rock come turn the corner with a motherfucking jersey on and Tim's and shorts. Like, yo, I got to get some. So they like, yo, what the fuck?
That's the world that we live in.
Because I'm still gonna be me.
You have to be consciously aware that people might have a what do you call that?
Preconceived notion
or unconscious bias, or is that the word? They might have that, and they may act out on it that make seem disrespectful to you.
Right. And I think it's, again, my anxiety probably, because I'm always so conscious of like, I'm in a scenario, they might act on it. You know what I'm saying? They might act on it. I'm the black guy, it's all white people. They might feel empowered and emboldened to say some shit because it's just me, and here we go.
Well,
I'm in a restaurant, I'm waiting for my food, everybody else is white. Yo, they might feel the need to just let me sit my black ass here and not serve me because I'm outnumbered. You know,
well,
I'm always like that.
I tell people I've been called nigga more since I lived in California than I have any other place. And I lived in the South. And when I even growing up in Jersey, people don't know Jersey is a lot of racist towns and cities.
Jersey racist as shit.
New York,
They got that fucking New Jersey Turnpike. Yo, listen. If you watching this, if you know about the New Jersey Turnpike, you know, son. New Jersey Turnpike.
Yeah,
that shit is the fucking most racist strip of highway in America.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 niggas in the car just chilling. Yeah. And the motherfuckers don't wait. Out the car, shut the fuck up. License. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Man.
Like,
that's practice.
They like.
Yeah,
that's
they don't play.
Practice.
They don't play. New Jersey Turnpike is racist as shit.
Racist scrimmage. Let's see. If we
That's the thing. When you're driving like down south, we always be like, yo. Even driving like Philly or driving to DC, be like, yo. Once we get on the Jersey Turnpike, all right, everybody be cool.
Everybody chill.
Everybody be cool.
Yeah.
Yo, we just got to get past that strip. Once we get into Delaware,
yeah.
All right, nigga, let's go. Yeah, nigga, we in Delaware. What's good?
But it's like, so even here, that could happen at any given point in time. I mean, I remember I was walking on Sunset, right on Sunset. Headed to the Laugh Factory, walking from the Comedy Store to the Saddle Ranch, or walking to my car from the Comedy Store. It's a group of like Middle Eastern, Armenian, whatever. Walk right past the bunch. It was just me. They called me a nigga. What up, nigga? And I stopped and I counted. So like 1, 2, 3. I just looked at him. I was just like, all right. Then I was looking around to see if there was any other black people. I could be like, hey,
Yeah.
We got called a nigga
Who's we? Me and you?
We were headed to where you were at. I think it was like me and maybe Grimy or me and Fox. Where
was I?
Vegas?
You were already. We were in Vegas. We were in Vegas.
Was it when we stopped
We had
at the fast food joint?
You got in the Uber on this side, and I was driving. So y'all got
driving the Uber.
Yeah. We were leaving the Tropicana.
Okay.
You got into the Uber, and me and Fox was like, "Yo,
driving your car?"
And I said, "I'm going to drive my car."
Okay.
You went to Uber because it was like mad people. I'm going to drive. And as we were walking to the parking lot in the Tropicana, somebody yelled out, "Nigger!" And I don't know if that was me and you, Fox, or me and who else is usually with us?
Phil was with us in Vegas.
It was somebody. It was either me and you, because we looked at each other like
Jordan was there too.
Jordan was there one time?
Yeah, but Jordan wasn't with me there.
No,
Jordan
we did
wasn't
Vegas.
with
It
me.
was us three.
The
And
la-
Phil came to hang out.
Yeah.
Jordan was with us. This last time we was in
Yeah.
Vegas,
Jordan was
there.
with, but he wasn't with me then. And I was like, "Yo, did you just hear it? Did you just hear that?" I promise you, I think that was you.
It probably was after the show.
Oh, you know who's with us? Trey,
Stewart.
Trey Stewart.
Okay, it was Trey Stewart.
Okay, then that wasn't me then.
But what friends did we have with us that wasn't performing?
Phil from Denver.
Okay. All right.
That was the time.
Right?
Man.
Yeah, man. But it was just weird, man. But like I've been called nigga, a few times out here, and
I don't think
yeah.
not in LA. I don't think I've ever experienced that. My grandfather said any white man would call you a nigga, you fight him to the death. I would be able to tell you had I heard it in LA, because I'd be like, yo, I had a brawl today.
It's the Armenians out here, yo.
sometimes
more so than the white people.
You know the crazy shit is, like, yo, y'all don't even realize the people that aren't white or aren't the people that aren't the non-white people, if you happen to be watching. Yo, they don't like you either, bro. They don't like you either.
I know.
Like an Asian person being racist towards me, I'm like, what the fuck are you?
Yo.
What are you trying to get out of it? Yo, they don't like you either, bro.
I got it.
Indian people in the store, you get to the store. Yo, fam, they don't fuck with you either.
I gotta tell you this story, man, because you just said an Asian person, right? So.
But you know what it is? I said it on stage and I got a round of applause one night. America is so racist
they don't like
that. No, there's two things. America's so racist that people move to America from other countries, and they think being a good American is being racist towards black
people. Yeah,
because that's the template for America is racism towards black people. So they think
honorary
if
whiteness.
I get there and I get to shit on black people and say nigger and get out my store, then white people are going to accept me. It's the template for America. It's the foundation America was built on, was being racist towards us.
So I had this Asian that was racist.
A Gasian?
A Gasian.
No.
So it was my birthday the night.
Ding-a-ding-a-ding.
It was actually. Yo, I swear I can't make it up. A gay Asian. So it was New Year's Eve. Me and wifey in Vegas.
Okay.
We were dating at this time. So we driving to we're staying at the it's off the strip. It's Hard
Rock?
Red Rock Resort.
Red Rock.
I love that resort. If you've never been to the Red Rock, beautiful resort, about 15, 20 minutes off the strip. So, we about to get it in for New Year's Eve as far as hangout party. We about to get dressed, everything. And we're driving in the parking structure, trying to park to go into the hotel. And this Jeep is kind of just bullshitting, driving. So I'm pumping brakes, and I'm like, yo, what is he doing? So I drive around him, and we looking like, hey, man. I was like, yo, boy, what are you doing? I said, what's up? And he rolled his window down and said, oh, go back to Africa, you fucking nigger. So look. Yikes. So mind you, at this point in time, we was in a new car. We had just got a new car. I don't know how to put it in park. So I'm like, oh, shit. I'm fumbling. But before I can even put the car in park, wifey out the door. She out the door. In his window.
Throwing hands.
Wow. People don't know. She throwing hands.
Billy Blank style.
I'm like, and mind you, I'm trying to still get out the fucking car. I'm still trying to figure out how to put the car. So, mind you, he's still in his SUV.
Right.
As soon as I finally figure out how to get out the car, he hurry up and pulls off. So we both get in the car, and she like follow him. So I'm like, so I'm following him all the way through the parking lot. Then we get on the highway, and I'm, you know what I mean? I'm following, and then eventually he did something and pulled away. But then we got his license plate, and the cops was called. You know what I mean? Because he had scratched her, of course, because he was a gay Asian. And so this is joking, and yeah, man, and they found him. And they was like, do you want to press charges and all this stuff? And I was like, nah, you know. But I was like, and then I told her, I said, I get it. And I'm down. I said, but two things. You can't just hurry up and jump out the car.
That's one, yeah.
I said, because it's not you versus him. It's you in a fucking Ford SUV versus you.
Right.
All right, and then you don't know if he had a weapon. When I seen he was gay and an Asian, I kind of felt less threatened about that. But still, the fact that he was able to, has balls enough to say, "Go back to Africa, you fucking nigger." You don't know what he could have had on him.
He know what
that gives people extra courage.
Now here's the thing: y'all are black in the car, African Americans, right? Born and raised in the United States.
Here.
You're a gay Asian dude. You think they like you more than they fuck with us? Like, if there was a pecking order, nigga, you under us.
Yeah, that's my point.
But y'all, they always seem to think like we the fucking brother. If they don't fuck with you, they don't fuck with us. They definitely don't fuck with you.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's an unwritten rule there. I mean,
I think there's a unrealized hierarchy there. Like, yo, they don't fuck with you either, bro. Being racist towards us wins you no points with them. They don't fuck with you either.
Yeah, you can't be more racist or more bigoted than the real.
Yeah, it's the real bigots or the real bigots.
Well, we all know why. Because we're the most inferior, we're the most fair.
Yeah.
We the most, we influence the most, no other race influence the mass of people more than we do.
Right.
So it's like, all right, well.
And are more desirable by every woman.
Everything.
Indian women, Asian women, white
they
women.
all
black dude. Black dude. That's another thing. Go back to my anxiety. That's why, what I said in the beginning of the podcast. That's another reason why I'm like, maybe I need to talk to somebody, because my anxiety is like, yo, I can't even bring myself to date a white woman. Like, yo, she could just say something and I'm fucked. Yeah. And that's always been...
That's the reason?
No, that's not the reason, but that's part of the thing I think about. Like, I think about the stigma and I think about people looking at me and all that, but I'm used to being looked at. That's not a big deal. But I think, yo, an argument with her can go horribly wrong, can go so far left that it can ruin my whole fucking career.
Or your whole life.
My whole life.
Yeah.
My freedom could be on the line.
But then
she said I did something. And who they gonna believe? Excuse me. Who they gonna believe?
They're always going to assume the worst of the black man.
Right.
I mean that's not
against any period. That's period.
That's the default in the minds of any bigot that was raised like that. The proof of this is you have little kids saying the N-word or making these little funky assumptions about you. It seems, innocent that a little kid is doing it, but it's like, he learned that from somewhere.
Yo, my niece was at school, and she had her hair braided, cornrows, and then she took it out and let it be wild and curly, just like a little curly afro. And she said she was at school, and a little white kid said, "This is you," and showed her a picture of a monkey.
So, I mean, they
and
learned
she was devastated. And I told Quan, my sister, I said, yo, you think that kid just concocted that idea out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Imagine what his parents are saying at home every day, all day. And he's just sitting there playing with his toys, listening. You'd be surprised. My son's gonna be 4, so I see it all the time. You'd be amazed and blown away by how much stuff they just peep and you don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
They just absorb everything.
It all up.
It's not so much what the parents say, it's what they don't say, because...
No, it's both. Both.
It's both, but like when you have a whole world that's being wrapped around your child through outside influences, mainly the TV, the internet, that's telling them this information that's informing them because of their skin color is white or not black. They are to perceive blackness as a thing, and they make these comparisons, and there's no guidance to say, no, that's not right. That's an animal. This is a human being, and the differences between, or they say, oh yeah, they're supposed to think like that because that's how they were raised, and that's the world that we live in. But we have to somehow, despite all that, raise our children.
I think that's the experiment. I think that's the experiment that the Most High is working on with people. He said, I'm gonna create these people, right? Everybody's exactly the same. I'm just gonna make some of them a different hue.
Some variation.
Some of them different color hair, and this one, but they all the fucking same. And watch how these motherfuckers can't even get past that.
I mean,
watch how they can't even get past that. Like they all 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 eyes, nose, mouth, hair, fucking, watch them not even be able to get past that just because I made one.
The differences. It's like there's flowers aren't racist towards each other. The different colors of flowers. It's just that evil, wicked concept. Oh, it's a different color. Therefore it means it's less than or more than.
Right.
I mean, we can't run away from it anywhere. We was talking about me and Dan and Green was talking about today. I just was on his live, and we was talking about the racism.
Shout out Danny Green.
Racism with even in the WNBA now with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. As far as you can't talk about them two now, or you can't even see a meme on Facebook or social media with any of them without race being involved in the comments and in the conversation.
I think they play that up though.
I think that's what I
think they
them.
Play it up for
because
ticket sales, asses in seats.
Yeah, and those girls are probably
jerseys, whatever.
Are far removed from thinking like this is just basketball. But
I bet you they're close in real. I'm sure they are probably like real good friends in like away from the.
Or they could be without all this bullshit.
Right.
And that's my point. We bring the bullshit in. It's us. You know what I'm saying? It's us.
Right.
Well, it's there. I think racial overtones or undertones are always there, and because it's a clash of the titans, so to speak, there's always maximum exposure in the media that says that it's like a unconscious signal. Racial incident here. It's black versus white. Who do you want to win? And of course, the raging fanatics that have that going on in their mind. They love to live through the battle and have victory over the nigga. And it's
and y'all thought he was the safe nigga of the 3. Y'all thought he was the safe nigga of the 3.
Look, I mean that's it's like a
Public Enemy had a song on one of their albums that said it's good versus evil, black versus white, God versus the devil.
Well,
and then the beat come on, man, you like the supposed to beat come on, you forget what he just said, like yo.
But that's in all of us. Good and evil is in all of us. I won't say black and white is in all of us.
It is. I would say it
but
is.
It's okay.
I think black and white is in all of us.
It's black on us, and some of us have too much white in us up here. And I think
well, that would be a perfect segue to bring John Grimes in. Grimey, get in here. Grimey, get in here. The intern is here. The intern is late, yo. How the fuck is the intern late? The intern is late. Make sure his mic working. Your mic working? Yo, what's good, boy?
That's a weird segue.
Yo, so we started off talking about my anxiety because I walked into this building tonight. There was a white woman walking in front of me. She was punching the code in at the door when I turned the corner. So I stopped. I let her walk in. I let the door close and relock before I punched the code in to come in. It was just my anxiety of like, if I walk in behind her, it's gonna be an issue. Then I told them like, I really feel like that a lot. Sometimes I'll like give a person space, a white person 6 feet if I'm walking on a plane, like, cause I know they're gonna be patting their wallet and all that shit and looking back like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
So as the only person on the panel with a white wife that worked in corporate America, though, you did work in corporate America. Did you feel the tension of being the black guy in the office?
All the time.
Did you feel like you needed to dim your light, so to speak, not be John Grimes black man around these people sometimes?
So I felt it, but I didn't notice it the way I thought I should have.
Wait, how do you feel it and not notice it?
I felt that I was the only nigga in the hallway when I looked around. I was like, oh, shit, I'm the only nigga here. And so that's the first thing I said when I got
Okay,
there.
you don't feel that. You see that.
Okay, I saw that.
Yeah.
But then when I got there, I started meeting some of my coworkers, and I got to corporate, they were like, oh, where'd you come from? That was the first question I got from everybody. I kept thinking they were trying to learn my success story. But looking back, I was like, oh, they were trying to figure out how the fuck did this nigga get on the floor with us? Like,
hilarious.
And so only in retrospect.
Wait.
Yeah.
Tell them your backstory. Let them know where you.
Oh, yeah. So I was in banking, finance. I was in personal banking, got promoted to investment banking or investing. Then I got promoted to commercial banking. So I was lending to like Fortune 500 companies as like a consultant. So I was meeting companies like, Nikon, watches, things like that, New Balance, Skechers. I would meet with them, work on these deals for the commercial car. Anyway.
How many pair of Skechers did you buy? I'm sorry.
If I knew I was gonna need them now, I'd have definitely got more gift cards. Niggas need comfort now. So yeah, I got to commercial banking. It was my first promotion out of retail banking, which is a very hard thing to do. So when I said, where you coming from? I said, oh, I just came from the branch down the street in Long Beach. And they were like, you were a banker? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, and then I started to notice the things I was doing that I did at the branch. They started to like slide, like, how they do it, kind of passive.
No, I don't know. No.
They passive aggressively tell you those things are not as cool here. Or not
you said one story about you in the lunchroom.
Yeah, so one time I went to the lunch and just warmed up some leftovers, which happened to be salmon and shrimp. And I was smashing. And I realized that nobody in that office or entire floor came into the break room with me for the whole hour. And I was like, that's crazy. So usually everybody eats at the same time. And only one dude came in about the 55th minute and was like, you're eating seafood, huh? And I was like, yeah, this is my girl made it. And she was just like, okay, yeah, that doesn't really happen too much. And then just walked back out. And I was like,
Because of the smell?
I guess you don't warm seafood at work.
Yeah.
People don't do that. At least
Like
at the branch with my minority coworkers, you warm up anything.
I thought it was tuna. Don't do tuna.
Man,
Yeah, I'm opening up any and eating any damn thing I got.
I didn't think it was that big.
That's funny. Flying home this weekend, I was at LAX, hungry, went to the little sandwich stand, tuna salad, chicken salad. I'm like, let me get a tuna sandwich. I was on the plane. I said, damn, I got tuna on the plane. Open that shit up and was like, yo, kiss my black ass. I'm eating tuna on the plane.
That's how I was smashing just like that. I text my girl and say to her, hey, is something wrong with eating fish in the break room? And she was like, ooh.
See, but she's white.
But she's white.
She knew
so
that.
Does she know?
Me that. She was like, yeah, but people don't really do that. And I was like,
but why? Like,
we white,
But how does
we whites don't.
But
do
see,
that.
the white person knew it. Like a protocol for what you eat in the workplace.
but you know how they know it? That meat that goes to sugar. They had a meeting about niggas.
they talk about things that apparently it's just normal to
they have
them.
to have
Then
meat.
they assume that they notice they norms.
It
We
started
don't.
off with a nigga. So
Kind of like
listen.
how hot sauce might be in a bottle in the break room with us. Like your office or job, you see that bottle of hot sauce. Like, yeah, we know it's in there, but it's in the cabinet. Go get it. But they might come in there like, there's nothing here to. We all know where it is, but we gotta tell nobody where the hot sauce bottle is.
Right.
Like little subtle things like that. They
It's a cultural
have those
thing.
kind of things. It's cultural, but yeah, that and then the feeling of everywhere I went. Every office, every partner I met, they just feel like, oh, John Grimes, I'm here looking for John Grimes. And I'm standing right there like, I'm John Grimes. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, I knew that. Like, they would always have to react to me, seeing me, not knowing my name was the nigga in front of them. So one time a nigga told me to go get drinks. He was like, hey, we just need 2 waters for this interview here. And I was like, oh, no, I'm here for the interview. He was just like,
Man, you better than me.
Oh, wow.
yeah, he didn't.
They were interviewing you.
Yeah, he was here to talk to me, and he was just like, "Oh, got it, that's right." And
They had to give you the job.
So nobody said, yo,
they
John
treated you
Grimes,
like
the
the
black guy, just so you know he's black.
yeah, I guess they saw my resume, saw the stuff, and just was like, "Let's talk to him."
Your resume was impressive.
I mean,
No,
Purdue
you-
University over
no,
there. had
John
banking,
Grimes is white as
John
hell.
Grimes, nothing about that says nigga yet. And
Right.
so-
You said yeah.
Yeah.
and when I strolled through there, they was like,
Even if your picture was in black and white, it would still not show
for the record,
nigga.
I never had my picture on anything.
Nothing on it
LinkedIn,
said
nothing.
nigger. Because John Grimes don't sound like a black dude, yeah.
I never
And
put my
Purdue
picture on-
University does not sound like a black dude.
Yes, I never had
John
my picture on
Grimes,
nothing either. So
Purdue.
like LinkedIn, nothing. So if you looking to see who you about to talk to, you wouldn't find my picture at all.
So is this why you
That's
never
an
put your
advantage.
mustache back?
I got a question for you, John.
Yes, sir.
Has your wife ever said the N-word?
No. Here, so here's the thing.
Wait, that was 2 no's. That was like, hold up.
No, like said it. I heard her rap it one time.
Rap
when
it?
We wasn't even like dating yet. I just heard
What
her
was the
start
song?
rapping.
Who was rap?
Gucci Mane, which is fun.
Oh, okay, that's we'll let that go. Let
But
that go.
I was like, oh,
Let that go.
I kind of like
We'll-
leaned back
Gucci
into
will
her
let
car.
go. We'll let Gucci go.
I know. I leaned back in the car and said, "Oh, what was that?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't even realize I was just rapping it." And I was like, oh, "Okay." And that was the last time she did. And that was 10
That's
years
okay.
ago.
You're a safe nigga.
That was 10 years ago. So after that,
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
10 years
do
ago.
that. Even if
But if she said, if you don't know, now you know, nigga, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. Pull this
Like,
call
make eye
over.
contact.
Pull this call
Nigga.
over.
Perfect.
finish it. No, just like,
You ever dated a white girl?
Have
Like
a date?
seriously, like this is my girlfriend.
No,
We're
never,
together.
never
Fox?
seriously dated a white girl. The only race that I've dated outside of black was Sri Lankan. That's it.
Oh, it's true.
exactly Sri Lankan. Oh,
But yeah, I never had.
yeah, I know her.
You know what I mean? Now, I done been, like, cool with the same, you know.
I done been. He meant to say I've been.
You know what? I'm so comfortable. Look,
I've been cool with meaning
At
what?
the office, they did talk. Yeah, like you hear?
They'd be like, is he John Grimes?
I done been cool. You know, I talk
me-
comfortable when I'm around my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
You've been
Now-
cool with white girls. You'll
Yeah,
say
and
that?
like where I've deal with like the same one, but never no serious. Like, hey, mom, this is my white girl.
Okay.
And,
This is fine.
and
Hey, mom, this is my white girl.
I'm not gonna say
I got one.
I'm not gonna say
Yo,
I'm
you see the
opposed
tension
to
we
it.
under just talking about dating y'all? Hey mom, this is my white girl.
Yeah, this is her.
When I did tell my mom after she got pregnant, I was like, "Hey, mom, let's introduce you to somebody." And she was like, "Okay, what's her name?" And I was like, "Emma Jean." And she was like, "Oh, is that Southern?" And I was like, "No, she from like Oregon." And she was like, "Oh." And her very next question was, "Well, is she Christian?" And I was like, "She don't go to church that much." But I was like, "Yeah." My mom's super religious. I'm like, let's just move past.
So your
that.
mother put God over color.
Absolutely.
If she Christian.
Absolutely.
If she
God
Christian, if you
over
say
color.
yes, like okay, I can get
Religion
past
over
white.
race?
If
Yeah.
she's Christian. Oh, okay.
Exactly. That was her primary question always.
Well, hell, them slave
Then what?
masters
Then
was
what?
white Christian.
She's like, all right, I guess we'll have to meet her. And that was it.
So there was never like, mom, she's white.
I think somebody might have told her when I put it online because I announced it to
You
everybody.
sprung a white girl on your mother? You like open the door like your mother like, what the fuck?
You know,
Your mother's a good actress.
you know it's crazy. My mama.
Oh, so this is the girl.
Previously, I think.
Yo,
in the
Rose
past
Rock would
lifestyle-
not. Rose Rock would be like, Rose Rock would be like, let me talk to you. Rose Rock would be like, can I talk to you for a second?
You know, here's the thing about growing up, because I went to a predominantly white university and school.
Yeah.
You went to Oklahoma.
Yeah. I grew up in Oklahoma City, and
Where my mom's from.
right, yeah. His people from Oklahoma City. So that I was well balanced in that area. I think my saving grace, if you want to call it that, my parents took us to church all the time, and that's where the black folks was, on the east side. So my preference for the chicks, the girls, were what I saw mostly, which was at church. There was some black girls at school, but they wasn't hitting on the same as the church girls.
What do you mean not hitting on? Like
Smashing.
the church girls was finer?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But there was more. Wasn't they dressed more? They was dressed different, right? Like a church dress is different than like.
Summer program too. Summer program, we had the same thing. We didn't see them in church gear or anything like that. We saw them all the time.
They the freakiest.
You know what? That's probably that might play even more into my whole hesitancy about it, because I grew up in an all black neighborhood. Went to an all white school for public school, but it was the twist. I went to an all white neighborhood for public school, but they were poorer than us.
It's still a culture shock.
No, but I mean, like, they weren't. I wasn't going to a nicer white neighborhood. I wasn't going to Bel Air to high school. I was going to fucking cracker, poor ass mayonnaise sandwich type motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So they were so racist towards us because they, like my brother said, nothing a white man hate more. Nothing a white man with a penny hate more is a nigga with a nickel. So we had a nickel, but they had a penny. And that was the thing. Like I didn't see that they hated us.
Well,
So I wasn't there like, oh, she's attractive. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers don't like us.
I think, and plus, just what my parents surrounded my brother and I with, culture and what you hear at home that's what you're gonna carry out into the world. And I think there was a lot of momentum there. But I mean, I had my best friend in the whole world is a white dude. He's probably listening.
My best friend in
right
public
now.
school was a white guy.
We
My
didn't
best
grow
friend
up
was
like
Jewish.
My best friend in public school was a white kid.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. I can't remember his name right now. And I remember we would call each other every day on the phone and sit there and talk about stuff. And one day, we had a test like that Friday. And he was like, hey, did you study for the whatever test? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to try to do some studying tonight and try to, And he said, man, I didn't study at all. I don't even want to take this test. And we kids, this public school, bro, we kids. Mm-hmm. And he said something like, some random dumb shit for children. Wouldn't it be cool if the school blew up tomorrow? And we didn't. No, this is before school shooting. Like, keep in mind,
Before school shooting.
No, listen to what I'm saying. Like, understand what I'm saying. This is before niggas started getting shot at school.
Yeah.
This is just innocent children talking.
Yeah.
So a innocent thing to say because you didn't want to take a test would be, hey, wouldn't it be cool if the school blew up and we didn't have to take the test? It's like some cartoon shit.
man.
So I'm like, yeah, that'd be so fucking cool if the school blew up. And he's like, yeah, man, we should set the school on fire and not take the test. And we laughing our asses off on the phone. This motherfucker moms was on the other end listening because he was on the phone with a black kid.
Oh.
And she went to the school the next day and said, the black kid and my son was on the phone talking about burning the school down. The black kid. Nigga, that was not even in my fucking consciousness.
Yeah.
I came to school that next day and the principal pulled me in the office and was like, you and Joseph were on the phone last night and I'm like, oh yeah, we was laughing and
Yeah.
and then I'm so fucking
Naive.
kiddie. And we was like, it'd be cool if the school blew up. It was good. Nigga, we was just joking. And that motherfucker never talked to me again for the rest of my time in that school.
Wow. It
Not
wasn't his fault.
not in school, no more phone calls. The kid he was not allowed to talk to me anymore. She blamed me for saying what he said.
See, my
But I was so young and didn't. I was so young. It wasn't like a thing that stuck with me. I was like, I can't believe he. I was like this.
Yeah.
Oh, he can't talk to me anymore. Okay, all right.
sometimes the students that we grow up, because keep in mind, we're kids, but we grow up to be adults. We know this. So we don't know how our friends grew up for the most part. But it shows when they had good parenting, just like you had good parenting.
Right.
It shows.
That's one of the thing that I love about where I grew up, where we were at. Where I went to school in Edison. Plainfield is a different story, but Edison, I lived in the only projects there. But the school was the best school. So it was like I went to school with every race you can imagine, from Asian, us, you know what I mean, to Indian, to everything.
Everything.
And so my best friend, Scott, was Jewish. He's a big poet now. Shout out to Scott. We still keep in touch. But my sister had, when she would have her sleepovers, bro, at the house, it would be Helen Hong was Asian, Amy Patel, Indian, Jessica Allegra was Cuban, Marilyn Figueroa, my sister's best friend, Puerto Rican. My sister.
What's up, Marilyn Figueroa? What's up, girl?
It was like,
What's up, girl?
You will walk in and
He said the Spice Girls.
Yeah, I was like,
and nigga, I'm like a kid, like, God dang, this is hard for a nigga in puberty seeing all these chicks. You know what I mean? I'm like, but but
literally,
so they all came from kind of like good parenting. You know what I mean? Where it was like no issues involved, but yet and still there were other kids where we would experience the bullshit. You know what
I was gonna say, like, I'm in Missouri, like that's a very black and white state. You know what I'm saying? So like, we knew about racism. And I read books growing up about all that like racist stuff, and I see movies. And when I got to school, I integrated in like 6th grade, which means that you got bussed out to the suburbs.
We know what the fuck integration means.
Somebody was listening. I know it's called integration. Well, actually, it was called desegregation in our city. We called it desegregation. But we called it DSEG. I was in DSEG program in like 6th grade.
DSEGs, wow.
Which is crazy when I think about the bigger word. Like, damn, desegregation sound wow. But In 6th grade is when I met like one of my first white friends, and I was like, dang, these people way nicer than I thought they would be. I was expecting a lot of, so that exposed me a lot to it of like, okay, they could be nice, but I didn't date white girl. Even though my best friend was a white girl in 6th grade, I never dated a white girl. The entire time, my teenage, early adulthood, Emma is like my first white girl I ever dated. But I dated black chicks all up until then. So like when I first announced.
So what happened, Grimy? What was the shift in your life?
You know what's crazy?
What was that traumatizing moment where some black girl was like, not John Grimes?
There is no trauma. I had a serious relationship before I moved out to LA. I just say I'm leaving to go to LA. If you come, you come. If not, I'll just build out here.
Black girl.
Black girl, huh?
What's her name?
My ex-girlfriend's name.
What's her name?
Amber, yeah.
Amber. Black girl named Amber, excuse me.
Amber, yeah. And so we dated for like 4 or 5 years.
Amber, you fucked up. John Grimes on live in the green room. Amber, you fucked up.
Green eyes.
He live in the green room.
Amber.
Yeah,
Light skin, green eyes.
Yeah, so like we
Oh, so you was easing into white.
I progressively, if it ain't light or bright, I can't. No, just. Yeah, so like I was always dating black women. Even when I was in LA and I moved to LA, first like few chicks I dated out in LA were like Chocolate Thunder. Like I'm saying, like it was very black. It's interesting, right? Just,
You dated strippers?
No, where should I date?
Give it up for Chocolate Thunder.
My girl was my manager at the bank job I got.
Oh,
shit.
So like it wasn't like I was going outside in the street. We spent 9 hours a day together.
Yeah.
Every day. And
Oh, so you was Mandingo.
I was
Was you her first black guy?
no.
Oh.
that's why.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that, John Grimes?
As we talked about last week, I don't be thinking about nobody before me. I'm so into me that I be like,
Basically, if Joe got that job before you, Joe would be with.
Yeah.
Joe and
a black guy.
Joe and Gene. Aaron, you date white girls?
I've never dated one.
Never?
Never, not even once.
Wow.
And
And you from
look,
Kansas City?
Yeah.
and let me say this, white women. There's not that we won't date, but we ask if we have seriously dated white women. No, but it's some fine ass white women.
Oh,
out here.
I find some white women very attractive.
Very attractive.
it's the other way around.
Badass.
Can we say
I never
this?
seriously dated a black guy.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I've had. Man, listen, there's some yeah.
Yeah. Can we say this? When you're talking about dating preferences and you're like, oh, I've never dated this, I never dated. That's not a racial or racist thing. It's like
No, it's
When
not.
we
we're
say
not
it
saying
ain't,
like
but
it's
when they
racist.
say it is. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
But for some people, I mean, it's like a one-on-one conversation. You know, there's a racial component that's driving it, but
Who on their side?
it could be on anybody's side. I'm just saying, unless you talk to that person, like you just don't know. But just general. You know, I prefer black women. That is not a racial component. Other than like I like to date my own.
It's not racial at all.
It's not a bad thing to say that.
It's not racial at all. Your first image of beauty is your mother.
Yes.
Everybody tends to date the
likeness.
the silhouette
That informs
of your mother.
That informs your
Your
preference.
mother is
Yes.
the first girl. As a young man, your mother is the first woman that you thought was beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So when you look at beauty, you look at your mother. Look at every girl. I could show y'all the last 10 chicks I dated. You can be like, oh, this nigga oh shit. It's like a fucking cookie cutter.
Like a type. I mean,
I got a type.
yeah.
But at the same
That
time,
made me racist. I got a type.
well, it's a double standard in with one thing what you said, because in this other aspect, if it was a bunch of white women on a podcast saying I would never date a black guy, it's going to be looked at as racist. And let me tell you why.
Yeah.
It ain't because they try to
It
date
depends on what
somebody.
they look like. Because I'd be like, bitch, I don't want to date you either.
Because I don't think it's about their father. I always feel like if a group of white women say they would never date a black guy, it's for a negative reason. So I think when black men say I would never date a white girl or I have never dated a white girl, it ain't necessarily for racial reasons. It's just that, I haven't really found a white, the right white yet.
Yeah, I can say that honestly. I've never made a connection with a white woman like man, I could really be with her. Like,
There was a time-
I never had a connection like that.
There was a time like in elementary school where there just weren't like in the numbers game statistically. All right, who's going to be my Valentine? Who's okay.
That's a good point.
Who's going to be my Valentine?
Who's in your school?
So it's all right. So there's this. She's nice to me. Will you be my Valentine? No. Okay.
Triggered.
I said, here we go.
You saw
Here we
face?
go. I'm like, what's
That nigga was like,
Hold the hell on. Why can't I just be a good actor?
You teleported, bro.
Why can't I?
Nah, nigga, that was heartfelt right there.
What was her name?
For Beth? For Erica?
Her name was
He knows.
Melissa.
What's the last name? We gonna find Melissa on Facebook.
She's gonna be like,
Yo, Melissa, you gonna be a guest on Live in the Green Room.
Her name was Melissa Moon.
Melissa Moon.
She might be married now.
Hopefully she's doing well with herself, but that's the only thing that I'm not triggered. That's the only thing I have. That's the only thing that I had to draw upon when you saying that.
No, I get the numbers game because
It's like okay, who's gonna be my Valentine? So as a kid, you don't really see the racial component of why. No.
Yes and no. I went to an all-white public school. I saw the racial component because they were white and racist.
Okay, but yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So every day they let me know you're not us,
there was okay.
right?
let me
Then I
say
went to
this.
all-black junior high school. So now you say a numbers game. There were no white girls, and that's when junior high. That's when you start getting
trying
into
to
like
get girls, yeah.
Oh, I kind of like females. Like they're not yucky anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it was all black.
They're not
So
yucky
it was like, it was all black, and I'm like, okay, this is what I like.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, at that particular time, I think it was like the 4th grade. I didn't.
And you
see,
still remember it.
That's the only thing I have. I have a good memory.
Melissa
It's
Moon.
not like it happened over and over again, and this is the last straw.
Melissa Moon.
She said, no, not
Shout out
you.
Melissa Moon.
No, it was like no.
Melissa Moon. Hit that share.
It was like
Subscribe, Melissa
Back
Moon.
of the bus.
I just remember it's like, is that reject? Okay, fine. Let me go to the next one. Let me find one.
That's right.
But it's like, let me go to the trial and error.
Go to the trial and error. Go to the
Valentine
next.
curves. be
But
hurting,
it just got to just down to the line. Like, I'm not gonna have a Valentine this time. I'm not gonna have one. So
Damn.
so it wasn't enough. I'm like, you can't ask all the girls. This is just certain ones I just wasn't gonna ask. I didn't care what color you was.
And with you saying that, and especially living out here, and one thing that it concerns me, but not at like a high impact level of concern, but when you see a lot of the celebrities and their kids, and a lot of time, their kids are going to these private schools that are predominantly white, predominantly Armenian, predominantly everything but black.
I think about that all the time.
And it's like this. Well, why is he dating this white girl? Or they have babies by this white person. It sometimes concerns me that I can see the race diluting.
What do you mean race diluting?
Like the blackness diluting in the family genes.
Okay,
Like
you talking about
for
that.
example.
That's just out here.
Yeah, that's why I said out here. That's why.
Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
in LA. For
That's
sure.
why I said out here in Hollywood. And it's weird because now it's going to be like my great grandfather's Eddie Murphy. And then you look at him and they just going to be just as white. You're going to be like, what? What? Like, but so that's what I'm concerned. Like when you see the celebrity kids and they have a celebrity by a white person, they're mixed. A lot of times the mixed kids, the mixed dudes, I always see them go with a white,
Like Tony
with
said,
white girl.
Mom. If his mom is
The mixed
friends
dudes
of beauty,
always
he's
go
thinking
with the
about his
white
mom
girl.
again. He ends up with a white.
And the daddy
Not
could be just
always.
as much of a nigga as he possibly, and they always go. But that's because they're around more.
Proximity is everything.
there you
right.
go.
Understand that, like
Proximity.
when I went to
Proximity is
Purdue,
everything for everything.
I'm not
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
one at Purdue like white chicks to black dudes. Like every black dude from Purdue probably cleaned the house with white chicks. And you go out, moved out to LA. I never seen so many white people in my life. And I was like, dang, everywhere I go. And then in banking, even more white people. So everywhere I went, It would be like one black coworker, and it's like 3 niggas trying to get that one black girl. You're like, oh man.
But you know what? Because of social media, there's access to any and every type of chick that you want at this point in time.
What was your dating life like when you first got to LA?
Whatever I wanted to
Was
be.
it easy?
He said whatever I wanted to be.
Yeah, I'm Trey Elliot, nigga. I'm Trey Elliot. I came down here winning
came here on a-
championships,
Yeah,
bro.
my shit was I was mad easy.
I came out here on an air mattress and nothing else, and I couldn't get
No,
no
I was
action.
I was sleeping in somebody's guest house, and I was still. I'm
You can-
nigga,
you
I'm
can
still
get-
be Tony Rock wherever I
I don't know.
go.
I don't know.
You
where.
can get what's available to you if you're like a outgoing person. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. But if the racial component comes in, it's like, oh, this.
Maybe I was trying to shoot for the stars. I was trying to get some bad black women. They was just like
The only time I was on injured reserve and was hurt and my game was off was when I moved to Maryland in 03. I was with my
Maryland's
sons.
super black.
Huh?
Maryland's super black.
Nah, but let me tell you, I got drafted to a team, didn't like the coach. He didn't like my style of playing. So my game was off. You know what I mean? It took me, I moved to Maryland in 03. It took me like 2.5 years to get my momentum and rhythm and you know what I mean? But once I got it, Maryland was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been in the city to where I had a hard time, dating or bagging any chick.
interesting.
I never had a hard time.
That
dating.
was to him.
What are we saying?
I was pointing at him. Like get some questions because I know.
I don't think I've ever had a hard time dating.
Only when I went to LA.
I might have been a little hesitant. Like I will say this, I'll be brutally honest. Like sometimes a chick has been so fine. This is early on though. A chick been so fine that it intimidated me.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I could just. For some reason, I felt like the normal things I would say to
Wouldn't
her
work.
wouldn't work with her or her. You know what I'm saying? So I was intimidated.
I had a-
but as far as hard,
I had no love.
I had a hard time dating when I first moved out here.
because you had a wife.
There you go.
Can I get to my punchline, please?
Your punchline.
Just stepped all over it.
Yeah, we could be something, baby.
I thought we was
But this
playing
bitch gonna fuck it all up. We can be something. You special, girl. You special. You for me. But this girl right here gonna fuck it all up.
So when y'all broke up, it was hard for you was it hard for you to rebound?
Yeah.
Like,
What was the get back in the game like for you?
Right.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What was the get back? And even are you even back? Like what was the get back? But are you back? Are you still like trying to get back?
I'm in these streets.
Okay.
But this isn't Who Wants to Date Joe Fox.
No, I'm just
episode,
saying, what was the
but,
get-
But I'll tell you this. I think for me, I had already established myself as a comedian. My social life was cool, so it was easy for me to talk to people because I didn't want to. I wanted to move on. That's mindset is everything. I wanted to move on, and I just got help. I got help, like the healing process. You heard me talk about it, but on the real, I think anybody that goes through some kind of breakup out here, you definitely need to heal yourself.
Why
before-
just out here? What about everywhere else?
Yeah.
Well,
everywhere.
specifically for what we do.
Okay.
So I'm being specific. I'm a comedian. I'm an entertainer. I need to be in a certain headspace to be able to give my gift.
Right. I
So-
get that.
Sometimes that pain is the best headspace you need to be in to make your gift that much better.
Right, but you need to be in a space to where you can embrace
Tackle it,
embrace who that is, not be, like I was probably for a damn a solid year. This nigga had me in the damn strip club, nigga. I'm talking about a sad face. A sad face.
Yo.
I'm talking about
Yo, some of my
Look,
best
city to
material
city to
comes
city.
from
You just push
Hold up.
naked bitches away like-
Listen, y'all.
oh damn. This
Fucking intern.
nigga right here.
Listen,
I'm talking about
listen.
a sad face in the strip club.
Let me tell y'all
Act
something.
out.
City to city to city
this
to
nigga
city.
saw it all.
I'm in VIP in the champagne room, like, yo, baby girl, can you go take care of my friend, please? Like, I got 4 or 5 of them around me, legs all over me, rubbing on me, chest naked, nigga. Baby girl,
Chest.
yo, can you do me a favor, sweetheart? Can you go take care of my friend? He having a bad day. What's wrong with him, Tone? Just go talk to him. Let's go. Just go talk to him. I'll take care of it. Just don't worry about. I'll take care of it. Just come back. Pull that nigga away. Man, what's going on? Yo, just go in the back with her. Yo, Fox, just go in the back and talk to her. She come back. Like, you know what? I'm going home, Tony. Good seeing you. I'll see you next year, Tony.
Nigga, I'm talking, nigga, just mad at like, where am I gonna get this money from, nigga? I was like,
How long were you guys together for?
too long. Yeah, that was just way too long. Yeah.
Gosh, you
No.
make her so interested, bro.
How did you?
Hey, can we have her on the Can we have her on the episode?
If you can find us.
Oh shit! He killed her.
Oh, no.
If you can find her,
I think
We gonna do an
Chris had a joke
episode
like that.
with your ex-wife and Imogene.
nah.
So how did you get out
funny,
your
though.
slump when you said
He
it was
said
hard for
slump.
you dating? How did you get out of that?
Was it even a slump?
I don't know if it was a slump as much as it was. I just couldn't get it cracking. Like I would.
Yeah, that's a slump.
Okay.
You off your
okay.
game.
Like I was sporadic, but I didn't have like.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Did
for
you
me.
have that beard?
No, I just had to chin it straight down, one line. Like,
There you go. There you go.
That shit.
You had a fucking magician. Fucking. That's magicians
You
have
had the
that shit,
cat
right?
daddy strike, nigga.
Either rapists or
Oh,
magicians have
David
that shit.
Copperfield face ass.
Fu Manchu.
Yeah, that's what people used to say to
You
me
look like
about
a
that.
fucking rapist.
Yeah, so I had that going, and it was
Ming the merciless.
Nigga like the serial killer.
and
Like Black Dahmer out this motherfucker.
Man, you spent time on
Bitch is
trying to
like,
shake
what's that on your
up.
fucking chin, nigga? It's a landing strap for your pussy. Bye, nigga. Bye, nigga.
Looking like the Zodiac Killer. Remember New York, the Zodiac Killer?
What did I get out of fun? So I would say that I got about a year in, I got a little more money, a little more change to buy a bed, things like that.
I think you should buy a bed.
Wait. Listen,
No.
wait. Let's put that in a note right there. If you're sleeping on an air mattress and you don't have the finances, you shouldn't be dating to begin with.
Fuck
Continue.
that.
I got it cracking a couple times.
I had a nice ass apartment with an air mattress.
Continue.
But I was still new.
It was hissing too. I was like,
My bed was on it.
I'm
The
hitting
air
on
was
that-
coming out?
I'm hitting on that hiss. Absolutely. I try to like talk over. Like, yeah.
You talking queen? You talking
Oh, it was a twin. It was a twin.
A twin.
Bitch, I'm gonna fell off. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You can blow that up yourself.
John, you need.
No, so that should have been a confidence builder.
I was born to be
This
like
bitch
a
came over and
harmonica,
slept
bro.
on an air mattress.
No.
Yo,
Were
I
they
talk about it all the
baddies?
time, bro. When I was sleeping on my homeboy couch for a year,
Oh, man.
out here when I lost my first apartment, I was smashing mad chicks on the couch.
The couch is. I would take the
Son,
couch
no.
over that air mattress.
Yo, I was sleeping in a guest house that had a reclining chair. I didn't even have a mattress. I had a reclining chair and a big ass blanket I was sleeping. And I fucked several chicks in a reclining chair
The apartment was
in a
nice,
guest
though. I
house.
should have probably did more.
Nigga, we would sit in the chair and TV on and it took some doing so that shit wouldn't flip over. Flipped over a couple times. And I had to learn the technique to keep that shit steady.
That's insane.
Yeah.
But you know, man, sometimes
That's
you
insane.
need to feel like you need to have certain things.
Yeah, I'm one of those
Yeah.
people that I need to know I can dot all my I's and cross T's when it's the moment comes. Like, if I gotta go get a room, if I gotta go blah, 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 if I gotta jump into some shit, I like to know everything's like, I'm like, man, you know.
Wait, Aaron got a
born.
question. Aaron got a question.
Somebody got questions?
Yeah, well, first thing, Des
White says somebody take the punch from Tony, which is hilarious.
That's one.
Dez, what up, boy?
That's one.
Yo,
Right.
this two. This two,
That's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Dez,
I was
what
about
up,
to grab
son?
that bottle. I was like, that
Yo,
motherfucker-
I'll see you soon, bro. I'm in Greenville, Texas. A one-nighter Father's Day weekend. So you know we gonna hang out. That's my bro right there, Des White.
Des
Real
White,
comic
shout
shit.
out.
Real comic shit.
Hilarious. Next question is from K9. Hypothetical for you guys. You see the baddest woman you've ever seen in your life. What's your approach? Like, what's your opening line? And what's your closing line to seal the deal?
John Grimes.
I like to show bitches as my family first. Let's get that out of the way. Get them to like my family, the pictures, the kids. Then I just try to change the sentence, change it, wow, out of nowhere. Like, oh, you still trying to? Like, yes, it's my
Oh.
thing.
Joe Feasy.
I would introduce myself, Joe. How are you?
Yeah, see? Yeah, that's not gonna work.
That's not gonna get it. I don't have a go-to.
Baddest woman?
No, I don't have a go-to because it's all improv. It's all just
Yeah.
how I feel, it's
Yeah.
how I go. It could be something she got on. It could be something that it just depends where we at, what's happening. You know, it's all improving.
there is a specific
Yeah,
question for you, Trey. Did you have one back in the day?
What closing?
Like, like a pickup line.
Yeah. So
Price person has to be?
Oh, that's my son.
Shout out Frank, yo. Shout out Frank.
You know.
Hold on, you right about that. It's the baddest chick in the world. It's like it's all about the moment, where you at, what's going on.
Yeah.
So I would say something like, you got all these dudes in here like staring at you, like you fucking everybody up in here, shorty.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be the dude that takes the initiative and comes to talk to you. Like, what we doing? Let's get out of here because these niggas can't even concentrate with you in here. So let's get out of here.
Yeah, man.
You try to take her away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wrote a book years ago, me and my boys. We wrote a book called 101 Pickup Lines, the Best Lines Ever. And what I was telling you in the last episode with the trial and ever.
It was number one.
I can't even remember. I would have
In any
to go
particular
to
order?
the book.
Like give levels.
We had, because it was a game to us. Like that's what we love to do. We knew every Friday, Saturday we go on a Buckhead, or when we on campus, we love to talk to women and try different things. And we are all comedic and all funny.
I used to love
And our approaches, I had one approach called the rush approach, where and they corny now, but it was just always, the girls kind of knew it. And then they would laugh and play in it, you know what I mean? So I always act like somebody was trying. Oh shit, they about to come. Yo, shoot, give me your number. Hurry up before they coming. I need your number real quick, yo. And they be like, what? And they just confuse them. They're like, it's 404, blah, 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 blah. Think y'all call you, you know what I mean? Confuse them, you know what I mean? We would do that. We 21, 22.
The confusion.
I'll be in a club and be like, I'm like, quick, your number. I'd just say something silly, quick your number. Some chicks would be like, boom, boom, boom. Oh shit, I wasn't ready, man. I didn't think you was gonna give it to me. Then we'll laugh. My approach back then was always about making a girl laugh and saying something that nobody had said to her that night. And we were silly, but we were cool silly. And we made it known that we were being silly, and all girls like to laugh. So that's the approach.
Take yourself too serious.
Yeah, that's what we never took ourselves too serious. So that's why when it would be the baddest chick, and I've seen all the niggas trying to, we just say something. We just say something like,
He'd be like, "Hey, lady."
you just say something, yo, and it'll work.
I was a fan of James Bond. I thought this shit would work, Joe.
Nah.
Fox.
And you gotta have a team. When you have a team,
had no one.
you have a team.
That's a real setup.
Huh?
You really did that?
Joe Fox.
Yeah.
That James Bond.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I tried that. I mean, it's like, hi, how are you? I mean, we were kids. It would work. Sometimes it wouldn't. I get the phone number. Sometimes I wouldn't. Like,
Bruh.
gives a shit.
When you had so many, my theory was when you got, like Tone said, you got the finest girl, or you got the prettiest girls in a space, and you got 200 niggas in that space, and they all trying to holler at her. Your job is to not be one of those other dudes.
Yeah.
And what can you say or do differently?
I remember one time in L.A. There was I was in a club. It was sisters. Fine.
Oh, okay.
And they was in the club walking towards me. I'm walking towards them, and they was both so beautiful. I just said, "Nah, hold up. I just want to know which one of y'all like me. I don't want to fuck this up." I said, yo, I don't want to fuck this up. So which one of y'all like me?
Yeah.
And they both bust out laughing. And I was like, nah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to get both of y'all a drink. And all three of us went to the bar. And I sat there and talked to both of them back to back. Like, it was like a round table discussion.
Yeah.
And then one of them kind of felt more like she was feeling the kid. And Shorty was more just conversational. So I was like, hey, you don't mind if I step away with your sister for a second, do you? And she was like, no. I was like, we'd be right back. And I just walked away with the sis, got in the ear on some just us two, got the number, fucked with her for a minute, fucked with her for a long minute.
That was page 52.
Sis was my homegirl. Sis was like, yo, like Tone's that nigga. Like I would see sis out sometimes, like, oh shit, what's up? Yo, you spoke to my sister? Yeah, I spoke the other day. We going to dinner tomorrow or whatever. So she was my homie, and she was the chick I was messing with.
I didn't really get, I would say, this good, pickup line until I got into college.
That's where it started for me. College is where it started.
Yeah.
Okay, college. I'm talking about late in,
yeah.
like late in college. 19 years old. It was just you better say something, or else you can get no pussy at all. You better say something.
I promise you, that was one of my go-to lines in the book, where it'd be like 5 girls in Buckhead or back in college. Girls always walked in groups, and that was one of my go. Yo, it was 5 of y'all wanted me.
Yeah.
Which one of y'all like me?
Yeah.
And
Which one of y'all like
they'll
me?
start
Man?
laughing.
I ain't trying to mess this up.
I
don't be hitting on the wrong Fred. And you just want to be a buddy, but she was trying to fuck. So like, let me know which one of y'all like me. And they would laugh, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just all get a drink. I got it.
I would never.
What you about to say, Grammy?
No, I was thinking about my.
I would never say some of the stuff that I did back in the day. I would never do today because it just we grown now.
No, some of the stuff I did back then, I can still do today.
One of my favorite ones was
didn't-
where
I
I would
didn't
go
know
to
it
the
like that.
bar and the girl is there, either drinking or like almost done with it. I would order my drink and then be like, and I guess she can have one more, right? And then the girl's always just like, what you mean I can have? Like, I'm buying it. Just get her whatever before I pick it. And he's like, oh, don't pick my drink. Just kind of like start the engagement there. And it's a free drink. Who turns it down?
Yo, so check
those
this
are
out.
my favorite ones.
No, here's a good story. So one time I'm at the Improv in Orlando,
Yeah.
and Dean Edwards was at the Improv in Tampa.
Yeah, I know the story.
So Dean Edwards, my brother. We from Brooklyn.
Shout out
that's my
Dean
bro.
Edwards.
Like shout out Dean Edwards. That's my dog. We don't talk all the time, but that's my dog.
Yeah.
We used to go to the same barber and everything in Brooklyn. Shout out Shandy. So I hit him up like, yo, son, I didn't know you was in Tampa. I'm in Orlando. Oh, yeah, what's up? We heading over here after the show. Bet, nigga, I'm going to come through. I'm going to meet you. And it's a drive, you know what I'm saying? But I go meet him because that's my bro. It's a Sunday night. So it's one show. So even the long drive, we still got some nightlife left. And we go to some spot, and we sitting at the bar having a drink. And, you know, at the time, I don't know if he was married at the time. He might have been with the woman that became his wife. So he's just about the road and chicks. Like, I be chilling. I don't do nothing on the road. And, I don't be trying to close a deal and like that. Like women be throwing themselves at me, but I don't try to close a deal. And I was like, oh, nigga, I'm a closer. I put it in baseball terms. In baseball terms. I said, nigga, I'm like the closer. They can call me in off the bench to shut the game down. I'm the closer. I said, nigga, I'm Satchel Paige. Satchel Paige is a black baseball player, one of the greatest pitchers of all time. So I said, I'm Satchel Paige, nigga, I close. As we're talking, there's a young black woman at the end of the bar by herself. And she got a drink in some like funny glass. So I go, yo, what's she drinking? And the dude's like, yo, she's drinking the mango, whatever. We got mango, strawberry, watermelon, whatever. I go, yo, give me a watermelon. So I have the same glass, but a different color. So he brings the drink. And I go, sweetheart, why yours look different than mine? And she's like, oh, I'm drinking the mango. Which one are you drinking? I'm like, oh, I'm drinking the watermelon. I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna get you a watermelon and I'll get a mango so we have both. And she's like, okay. And now I'm like, yo, why you all the way down? Come down. And she slides right down. And I'm like, yo, it's my man Dean. He was at the Improv in Orlando. I was at Tampa. And she said, oh, y'all comedians? We just start chopping it up. And Shorty's right here. I'm in her ear. Dean right there. So now I'm like, yo, what do you do? She was like, I don't want to say what she do. She's like, I work for entertainment. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. So what you doing after this? She was like, I just want to come out after work and get a drink. I'm like, well, now you hanging with us. And she's like, well, what y'all doing? I'm like, does it matter?
Yeah.
What time you got to be there? I always say this thing. What time you got to be there? And they go, beware. And I go, exactly. Like, you ain't got nowhere to be, so now we hanging out. So us three, Dean is the third wheel. We go to the next spot. Yo, we gonna do shots. Okay, boom, boom, boom. I can't get drunk now because I still got to drive home. I turn to Dean. I'm like, yo, you good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, get a nigga a pound. I'm like, Satchel Paige, nigga. And I just closed the deal. I'm like, let's get out of here. Jump in the car and go. So to this day, when Dean see me sometimes, he'll be like, yo, Satchel, what up? Satchel. Yo, Satchel, what up?
Yeah.
That was a good night. But it's just it's like I see the scenario, boom, boom, boom. Let's work it out.
It's a confidence.
Confidence.
Definitely confidence in being
The smile.
and being fun, I guess.
Being fun, yeah.
And leading,
Fun.
right? Like leading a person is definitely effective. Like the way
A man got to be a leader. A man got to be a leader.
Yes, absolutely. Like you put that out there for her to go. I have no reason to decline that.
Right.
It was perfectly
Right.
Yeah,
pitched. And I think that's what I meant by when I first got to LA. I used to be in so control in all the other cities I've been in where I could like, oh, we doing this, blah, blah, blah. I know the city. I know we know I got the after hour spot. And when I got to LA, I was like, oh no shit. I can't really dictate the flow. And so that's why I thought I struggled at the most when I first got out to LA. I was like, damn, I can't,
But even in that
slide my suggestions like I'm so good at doing.
you gotta be like MacGyver. Whatever your situation is, whatever you got in your environment,
I'm
you
going
have
to
to
take this cup
yeah.
and a string and I'm going to get some pussy.
You gotta use it.
I'm gonna take this top
Gotta
and then I'm
use
gonna
it, man. There's never been an environment, man. Like even if I had a raggedy car, I made that part of how I'm gonna holler at you. Like I'm gonna always, my key was make you laugh.
Yeah, no, that was. Listen, I used to drive. Damn, you so right, bro. Yo, son. So my grandfather had a Chevy Chevette. Pull that shit up, hatchback. Yo, a brown one.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Brown ain't sexy in any car. Brown Chevy Chevette. My mom's didn't have a car. My pops was like, he just got his new car. Told my mom she was gonna get her a car. I guess it was taking too long. My grandfather was like, just take mine to his daughter. Take mine. Brown Chevette. I used to drive that shit everywhere. And my thing, I would nigga, like you said, we just gotta get New York niggas, East Coast niggas. We just gotta get from A to B.
A to B.
We didn't give a fuck what we was in. We gonna be fresh. We gonna smell good. When we get there, it ain't gonna matter how we got there. That we here. So my thing was always like, I parked the Chevette outside the club, right? Let's say it's a fucking buggy eye Benz in front of it, or a fucking Pathfinder. Niggas have Pathfinder behind it.
Shit.
I was standing outside, and shorty come outside. I'm like, yo, I mean, you see what I'm doing? Like, point the buggy out Benz. Like, yo, come on, you want to take a ride? Like, come on, sweetie. It's like, oh, that's you. I'm like, yeah, what we doing? Like, what, we gonna go get something to eat or something like that? Okay, I'm with my girl. Yeah, you and your girl can come. And they would come back, and I go, I'm lying. This is me right here. And they be like, no, this nigga didn't just pull out the brown Chevette. But they was laughing. And I was so cool. It was like, you know what? We go get something to eat. Like, because even in New York, even chicks in New York realize you just got to get from point A to point B. It don't matter how you got there. Now maybe it's different.
Yeah.
Now maybe it's different because everybody got a whip. Yeah. But back then it was just about getting to the spot. So they be like, "Oh shit, we thought you had the Benz," and then 2 days later, like, yo, 2 days later, you gonna bring the Benz and pick us up? Me and my girl want to go. I'm on my way through, and I will pull up in the brown Chevette, and they be like, they knew what it was.
Yeah, man.
It's just.
It's cool.
It's the improv of it all, man. It's like it's thinking on the fly.
And I love that. Like back then, like we used to live for that. Like like weekend party, Buckhead, club, chicks. Like let's go.
Man, how many numbers
you
you
would see?
get?
We'll be getting
That's a
dressed.
fun thing to do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
And-
Get your smell goods.
Yeah, man.
That's back then when smell goods meant so much to you because you knew like, yo, I ain't got much as far as clothing.
that is me.
I got game, but I got the smell good, so this gonna help me.
Some cool water.
Some as long as your kicks was clean.
Yeah.
Even back then in college,
Son, we used to
had
drive through the
fresh,
projects.
tees.
In Brooklyn, we would drive through the projects. So the badass chicks lived in the projects.
Yeah.
So we would drive through, like, I'm up on the sidewalk through the interior of the projects. My man Boo had a car, I had a car. Boo had a blue shitty something, and I had the brown shit, and we would drive through the projects and like pull up in the middle of the projects and like playing music with the treble down and volume all the way up, so it sounded like we had a little system. And chicks be like, where y'all from? We like, well, we from Decatur. What y'all doing up here? We just, we came to see who we can meet, you know what I'm saying? I mean, one time we did that shit, pulled up 2 cars in the projects. In the projects, nigga, like Marcy. Niggas looking at us like, who the fuck these niggas, yo? But the chicks is like, okay, these niggas with they fucking shitty cars. Up here trying to be swagged out. Not swag, but whatever the word was at the time. And I remember one chick was like, yo, it was a group of girls. We met them all at the same time, about 4 or 5 chicks. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to go back to Decatur and hang out and get something to eat or whatever? And one chick was like, listen, I don't care what we do. I'm riding with Tone. I don't care what we do, but I'm riding with Tony. And they was like, okay, girl.
Yeah.
And she jumped in my car, and I was like, all right, niggas, like, back to the block. Back to the block. And, like, the big homies had, like, liquor outside and smoke. So I was like, yo, we's on the block, like, having the greatest night.
Yeah, bro.
Did
I gotta pee. I'm
y'all
gonna
have like
dip in a second.
mints, gum, Tic Tacs, breath spray?
Oh, you never left home without gum back then.
Yeah, go. Yeah, that's
Not knowing that gum made your breath stink the worst. Like the first few
Don't get
minutes
juicy
of the
fruit.
gum, you good, but when you got that same gum in your mouth for about an hour and a half.
Oh, you got to change that shit out, man.
It was heaven sent when I discovered Altoids at that point.
Man,
When I
listen.
discovered Altoids. I never left home
Man,
without the toys.
I had-
car I ever seen is an Altoid can.
Yeah.
They got the little ones now, but that back in the day, I went to a white school, so the white boys had like Banaka. You ever see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yo, you got Banaka. That's
I brought that to the church house one time. What is that? I was like, it's Banaka. What is that? I was like, they didn't know what that shit
Church
was.
house.
But that's what we call it. That's what I call it.
it's funny because I asked with Bryce.
Yeah,
I said he's looking. I had asked him the other day. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Because I was asking, yo, how do you see me? Do you see me as
motherfucking
like
man.
like your parent or the cool young old whatever? He was like, you ain't young, but you ain't the OG, but you ain't young. And I was
He's
like,
just dead.
I said, so let me ask you. I said, so if you and your boys are headed, you and your boys walking past a group of girls and you need a wingman, would you call me? Would you ask me to be your wingman? He was like, his first immediate thing was no. I was like, no. He like, I mean, I was like, wait, what you mean, bro? Like, I'm the franchise player, man. Like, but then, and even being at this age, I'm like, yo, I got the like I said, I wrote the book of game. Like it ain't no woman from the highest of age to the lowest. But then sometimes when I see like these little 23 or 24-year-olds, I'm like, what the fuck are you supposed to say to them?
I have no idea.
Like at this point, because the thing now is social media now. So what I realize is that women or the young generation, they are taking aback and throw it off when a dude approached them face to face or just approached them out.
Physically, yeah.
They are so used to somebody approaching them in the DMs on social media, they don't know how to act if somebody say, hey, how you doing? Like, it'd be like, like, why you talking to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is weird.
Personal touch is losing.
It's changed people's perception of interpersonal skills.
Social media?
I think so a little bit.
I was saying how I asked Bryce the other day. I was like, yo, how do you view me? Like, do you view me as old? Do you view me as like the cool parent, whatever? And he was like, well, you ain't the OG, but you ain't young. I was like, okay. I said, let me ask you. I said, if you and your boys walking past a group of girls and need a wingman, would you call me? He was like, nah, I mean, I don't know that. I was like, yo, what the fuck you mean you don't know? Like, nigga, I'm the franchise player, fam. Like, what you talking about? And it just dawned on me because even when I look at them, when I see that, like, you know, how they're hanging out and what they do when we all hanging out together, I'm looking. And I'm like, see, I would have got that one.
Nah, I don't think that's like a knock on you.
No, they didn't.
I think the chicks that they would see as a group of girls and say we should get these girls were probably considerably younger than you.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Bryce is what, 24?
Yeah, but
so he would see a group of 23-year-olds and be like, yo, let's get them. He wouldn't say, let's call my pops to be wingman.
Okay.
They don't want to be in the same company as you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't want to. He don't want you to see him do all that debauchery.
Unless Bryce likes older women.
Right, okay,
If it was 30, he'd be like, yo, they 30 and
I need my
let me call my posse. Hold me down. Hold me down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like what you were saying,
Who?
What Trey was saying
Okay.
right before you came back in, the way women are today when somebody approaches
The
them.
younger generation.
Well, the younger generation.
The social media.
But I say it's across the board.
Really?
Yeah. Whoever you would want to have a relationship with, they are somewhat influenced by.
But I like that. I like that because now I'm even more of a special thing. Because I'm not going to be in your DM. I'm going to be like, yo, hey, what's up, girl? Like, oh, shit, that don't happen. That don't usually happen no more. Like, face-to-face interaction, human interaction. Now I'm even more of a specialty. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm even more of an anomaly. Like, I'm the dude that's like, yo, he was driving and I was at the red light and he stopped the car like, yo, what's up? Like, that motherfucker really took it back to the old school.
Just saying
That's
hi.
the shit you gotta
phone
go
call.
down.
Now just taking a phone call
That's the
in the
shit.
evening. They'd be like, this dude just called me. No FaceTime, nothing. Like a phone call.
The real ones
They would
answering.
take-
pick up
son,
or they'll
even
call
the-
you back.
Blown
Yo,
away.
even this
call
right
you.
here. Even this right here nowadays, like, yo, put your number in there, yo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you later. Like, that's like, oh shit, he gave me his phone. It's good. Because that's the era I grew up in.
You gotta do that shit like you say you at the gas station. Shit I used to do back in the day. If I see somebody at the gas station, fire chick, I just go start cleaning the windows. That'd be hella cool. Like you got your 30. Like you gotta think of shit like that.
No, she at the gas station. I'm pumping her
Oh,
gas.
pumping the gas and
I
you
was
doing both.
I'm sure you probably even heard me say this before. Like, yo, my pops will whip my ass if I let you sit here and pump this gas, sweetie. My father would come down from heaven right now and be like, you got this young lady pumping her gas? What's wrong with you? And I'm like, I got that, yo. And just hold it. Like, so where you going? Y'all going out? What y'all doing?
Well, they say chivalry is dead, and I don't think that's true. But it is on life support. Because niggas ain't doing stuff for chicks
They
all
are.
the time like that.
No, that's on them, though. See, people say chivalry's dead because of something somebody else ain't doing. Fuck with that. Nigga, we in competition anyway. So I'm glad y'all niggas not on this shit I'm on. I'm glad y'all not peeping it the way I peep it. I'm glad y'all not pumping gas. Y'all not. Son, I one time I was driving in Los Angeles, and I will call the girl on the phone right now, and she will bust out laughing. I was driving in Los Angeles, stopped at the red light. Shorty was across the street. I threw the car in park, jumped out the car. I was like, grabbed her hand, walked her across the street. I was like, I gotta help you across, baby. You ain't getting hit by nothing. I was like acting like I was. Well, yo, my man, hold up, yo.
Yeah.
Walked across the street, got the number real quick. My car's sitting right there running. I'm gonna hit you later. All right, I gotta go. What?
Yeah, that's the type of shit.
Forever, yo, out with her girls. Girl, let me tell you how I met him.
He saved my life.
I was crossing the street. He was like,
protected me.
Nigga, everywhere we went.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Her homeboys, like, you know, of course everybody wants to see a comedy show. My homie want to come to the show. It's a guy friend. Like, I don't care about none of that shit. I don't care if you fucked a nigga in the past. I don't give a fuck. He at the show. How y'all meet? Tell her, yo, I was crossing the street. This nigga jumped out the caddy. When I had the first caddy, the CTS.
Yeah.
He jumped out the caddy, helped me cross the street, took my number, invited me to the show that night. Bruh. It's a wrap. I'm glad y'all dumb niggas don't know what I know.
The next
Yeah,
niggas
who
this
did
though.
Yo, y'all ain't willing to learn.
Don't.
They gatekeep.
I'm trying to figure out.
No, we don't gatekeep. We don't gatekeep. Y'all niggas, we don't gatekeep. Y'all niggas is all on perks and fucking drugs and don't listen to older people. So y'all,
They always wanna game
y'all niggas on perks.
I like that.
I don't disagree.
I like that. I like that. That
Hold
car
everything.
I like to get out the car.
Bruh, that shit was epic.
So
And
peep this.
every one of her homegirls that I met was like, "Oh, you the one that jumped out the car?" Like I was famous, bro.
So peep this. One day I pull up late at night. You know what I mean? Going to the store.
It ain't a competition, nigga.
It is a competition. Obviously, we the only.
Grimy. One time I was making potato salad for
Obviously, we the only one that know how to bet. So, but now I'm thinking about good shit like pull up to the grocery store, park. It's probably like around 11:30 at night. See a chick in the car, pretty black girl crying. She's in the car. She's on the phone and she's crying. I don't know nothing that's going on.
I might have left that alone.
I look. I can tell she's kind of. I can tell she's kind of stressed out of what's happening in her life. I didn't say nothing to her. I go in the store, buy some stuff. I look, and I was just like, "Yo, let me get some ice cream." Went up with a pint of ice cream. Came out, did a little tap on her window. She looked. She rolled her window down. I said, "Look, I don't know what's going on with you right now. I see that you're hurt, you're sad or whatever."
Nice.
I said, so I figured this ice cream will make you feel
That's good.
And she was like, "I'll call you back." She's like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Atlanta?
No, here.
Oh, here, okay.
It was here. And
Because bitches be worried about their weight out here. I was like,
yeah, I know, right?
I was fat.
Is it gluten free? But I gave her the ice cream, man. You know what I mean? And we actually chilled that night, ate the ice cream, and she told me what was going on.
Like, they're like, oh shit.
But it's just like you gotta be like, nigga.
What if she's
Y'all-
lactose intolerant?
See, that's some shit. We gotta work that thing.
I see Trey. I did a similar thing. I got a gun pulled out on me though.
Damn.
From who?
For ice cream?
This girl was crying, and I was like, "Hey, let me try and cheer her up a little bit." Also, she was like, "They took my phone." There was a guy over there, and I was like, "Yo, give her phone."
Oh, you fucking wildin', bro. There was no guy in that scenario.
You, sir, I challenge you.
It was a dude.
Hey, give her a phone back. Yeah, come get it, bitch ass nigga. You wildin', yo.
Yeah, you bugging.
Your light skin superseded you. Yo, when I met Charleston's moms, when I met Charleston's mom, I had Madison with me.
Oh, okay,
I had Madison
yeah.
in my arms at all deaf. And Charleston's mother was walking out, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I was like, "You had a good time?" And she's like, "Oh, you were so funny." And I'm like, "You make sure you come back." And she, come back. You know, we here every Wednesday. She was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Oh, just to be funny." I was like, "Oh, it's not my daughter, not my daughter, not my daughter. Just so you know, it's my niece, not my daughter." And she was like, "Okay."
Right.
But it was just joking around, like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? A couple weeks later, she came back. I was like, "Oh, you back again? All right. You need anything, let me know. Send some drinks over, her and her girls." And then me and Big D, like 2-3 weeks later, had some chicks drive up from San Diego for the weekend, for the show. Me and Big D take the 2 chicks out after the show. Maybe we still do the after party on Hollywood. And we at the after party, me and Big D, I got a chick, he got a chick. Big D and Shorty, Big D was on some incredible pimp shit that night. Like, saying, "Ma, you know what I'm saying?" Like we said, we always be like, "Yo, nigga, I wasn't kicking lyrics, nigga. I was singing." Like, I was in her ear singing. It was so melodious. It was singing. And Big D's like, "Yeah, baby girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you just hear this." She like, "Okay, I mean," and I'm like, "He got her." I'm with Shorty, and we walk out the club, and Charleston's mom is standing it's a club next door. She coming out that club, like a restaurant club, like restaurant lounge, and she coming out, and I'm sitting there with my chick, and I'm looking, and I see her standing like, hey, I know you, and she ignores the fuck out of me, and I'm like, hey, I know you, like blue shirt or whatever she had on, you know, some gray pants, and she looks like, oh, hey, how you doing? You did the show tonight? I was like, yeah, it just ended. I'm like, what you doing? She's like, I'm heading home. I'm like, why don't you come get some ice cream? But I don't say ice cream. I didn't say ice cream. I was like, why don't you come and eat with us? And she looked and was like, are y'all on a date? And I was like, nah, that's my brother girl and her friend. Like, so we went to eat, Kitchen 24.
Yep.
2 dudes, 3 girls. Big D and his chick, ear. Shorty right next to me. I'm ignoring the fuck out of her, talking to Charleston moms. In her ear. You sure you're not on a date? Nah, she good.
That was a date, yeah.
Yeah, so then we exchanged, we gonna hang out someday, boom, 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 whatever, you know, get all that shit, the particulars. And she lived not too far, like, I'm gonna walk home. Are you sure? I walked outside, like, you sure you good to walk home? Yeah, I live right here. And she walked, and I went back inside. Now I'm such an ass. I went back inside, like, yeah, so what's up? And she was like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Big D like, yo, son, you wild, son, you wild.
Yeah, that's bold.
But she became Charleston's mother, so it was a win.
She won.
I won.
Yeah.
Turn back.
I was like, I came back, came back in. Came back in, sat down, and was like this, like, took a minute, ate a little bit of food, and was like, so you gotta get like, yo, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? I was like, I mean, that's one way to go. That's one way to take it. Yeah.
Is there any more questions? Any more questions on there?
Not really, man.
No?
We got some from earlier, but I mean, they're not even really fully relevant now.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're on a date, but so what?
No, I wasn't technically on a date.
Technically.
Shoot.
That was right. That was right.
Shoot.
That was
Shoot.
right shot.
I'm a shooter. I've always been a shooter.
It's never been a chick that I've always told you it should never be a chick that intimidates you. I mean,
Never happened?
They can initially,
okay,
but you better overcome that shit.
Okay.
Because here's one thing that I don't agree with, and a lot of men, I go back and forth in the barbershop with this.
Okay,
and you guys give me your input when they say women are out of your league. Yo, you shouldn't talk to that chick. She out of your league, or a chick being way out of your league. Do you guys think a woman could be way out of your league?
I don't know, but I think because I think there's no matter how many combinations there are, there is one thread where you can align with a chick on, and if you get it, that combination, you won. It could be a bunch of fucking no's, but there's one thread you can pull her on. I think every dude has a chance with a chick if you can find.
That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. That's a good way to look at it. You got to find that
combination.
What do you think?
Combination.
No, I mean, if you're attracted to that chick, whoever it is, the out of your league thing, whatever those variables are that would say she's out of your league, I don't know what that is.
It could be she making more money than you. She could be single. If Michelle Obama was single, and or Kamala Harris, or just anybody that's
you just named two
that
people.
don't
You
got
just named
what
two people that I'm out of their league.
She's a dime. She's a dime. She's successful. She got more valuables in her life than what you got.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah, on all levels.
On site, you don't really know what those are.
So, do you think a woman could be out your league?
No, not really. No, I don't. Like, you don't know what those variables are on site.
If you could see them, if Beyonce was single right now, but Beyonce, would you be scared to approach her, or would you be like, nah, she out of my league?
No.
Okay.
Like, no, okay,
right,
that's that's Beyonce. Yo, my name is Joe. So I'll be over here.
I don't. I've heard that said.
Say your name, Beyonce.
I've heard that said
Whatever you say.
millions of times. Out your league. I've heard people use that reference. A girl was out your league. I never subscribed to it, ever, because this is the variable. There's so many things in her life that people look at like you said. She might have more money. She might have a nicer house, nicer car.
Yeah.
Raised rich parents, whatever. But when it all boils down, it's still a girl.
Yeah.
Me and my boys have a saying, yo, chicks is chicks. Chicks is chicks. So she can have all of these things that you don't have, but it's still a chick.
Yeah,
That's why we see women with all of these, that check all these boxes. Be like, yo, that's the motherfucker she was talking to?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it was just a chick. He just saw a girl. That man saw a woman. That boy saw a girl. He didn't put all of that shit in his way as an obstacle. Yo, fuck more money. Fuck rich parents. Fuck better school or degree or whatever. Yo, that's a girl, and I'm a boy. And if that's a girl that likes boys, I got a chance.
Yeah, you got a chance.
So I've never subscribed to Out of My League. I would actually like to date a girl that was. I haven't done it much. I've done it a couple of times. But I would love to date a girl that has more than me.
Yeah.
I would love to date a woman that's like, just so she could see, like, yo, this motherfucker really loves what he does. He's really into it. He's really grinding. They can appreciate it. If a chick can't appreciate what you're doing, your journey, that shit is out your fucking league.
Yeah.
If she, like, I got a homie that, I told you, we said this before, his girl was like, yo, you can't do something else? I said, nigga, it's never gonna work.
Yeah.
She don't believe in you.
Yeah.
I got another homie, his wife said, yo, I don't see what did she say? I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel with you. And I said, bruh, it's over. And he was like trying to fight for it's over, bro.
Yeah.
She don't believe. So I don't give a fuck. Yo, you can have more. Yeah, I grew up in the hood. Every person, 90% of the people I met in my life had more money than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't believe.
So,
that
I never
anyone-
subscribed to that, bro.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
never
think
subscribed
anybody's
to it.
If you like boys and I'm a boy, if you like men and I'm a man, I got a
Yeah.
chance.
I've
Go
also
for it.
always thought that those seemingly unattainable chicks or highly desired chicks, most dudes are afraid to approach them. So
And
I
that
figure
makes it easier
I
for
might
you.
as well walk over there 'cause
Yeah.
it's probably less
All
than
you have
bad
to do
than
is
I
look,
realized.
You see, even on social media, on Instagram, sometimes the baddest bitches be posting like, "Oh, my future husband, I'm so single." And I'm like, you know why? Because these niggas see this picture and they're like, "This bitch dropped dead. She gotta have 20 niggas like blowing her phone up." But maybe she don't.
You know.
She does.
And even, but look, see the negativity. See the negativity.
does. It's Instagram.
But see the negativity. That's the thing. He'll
no
be like,
thirsty
nah, she
niggas
does.
that-
But what that got to do with you?
Nothing.
Like, okay, she does. I got 20 bitches blowing my phone up every day. What that got to do with the chick that I made an actual legitimate connection with?
Your girl could be bad.
You definitely gotta say something different in this
Damn,
situation.
they shooting their shot, it's taking a knot. So
Shooters shoot. We just said that.
Even in the DMs, yeah, it's a numbers game. You trial.
Nigga,
hit something.
my fucking DMs is ridiculous. We leave a city. Y'all both know we leave a city. I be showing y'all like, yo, this is last night. Yo, you were so funny. If you
so
think,
funny.
I want to take you to brunch. I want to take you to lunch. I want to take you shopping. I want to take
Here
can
my
I- can I-
tits.
I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
naked pictures. All that. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
like it is what it is.
Yeah.
It looks like that's what they took the picture right there in the club too. Like this was at the club.
So and I've gotten pictures.
Back of your head.
Yo, I've gotten pictures. I'm not gonna make this about me, but I've gotten pictures show over from the bathroom at the comedy club.
At the back.
Like, yo, I was the one that yelled out, boom, boom, boom. I'm in the bathroom. You want to go out later? Like, and I'm like,
hiked up on the
I
toilet.
can't.
Yeah, man.
That's a normal occurrence. Not in my DM. I'm just saying. You say, yo, Fox, look.
we outside for you,
Yo, Fox,
Joe.
look.
Fox, you gotta be a shooter, bro.
The car.
Fox
But
gotta
you
shoot
gotta
more.
walk.
Nah, Fox
I'm
gotta
saying
shoot
you
more.
gotta
Fox
walk.
gotta shoot more.
Your demeanor
I
gotta
gotta
look like
shoot
you
more
a
about-
shooter.
Hey, look, shoot.
Niggas walk like they
shoot to-
shooters,
shoot to
bro.
kill.
You know what I mean? Niggas walk like they shoot. You could tell if you ever, you know what I mean? Well, I don't know in Oklahoma City, but where I'm from, you know, is black tops everywhere. You could tell the niggas that
They're ball.
was playing ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They like, all right, yeah. Nigga, you gotta have that walk. When chicks see you, they gonna be like, this nigga is shooter. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Or
it.
they gonna be like, he an assist, he leading in assists.
Set up, man.
Or you leading in standard passes. It's not an assist, it's just a pass.
I got points on the board. I'm
Team
cool.
player, Joe.
Taking charge.
I'm a team player.
Set the pick for Tony.
Team player.
When
Yo,
did this become
Grimy.
about me? I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Give me your social media. Let them know where you at, Grimy.
Mr. Tan Panda. I'm doing a lot of shows in LA, like this weekend, next weekend, Bellflower next weekend, Hollywood this weekend.
You gonna tell them where they just drive around?
At Mr.
When
Tan
just drive
Panda.
around looking for you?
Check my Instagram. I'm gonna put the shows up in very shortly. Mr. Tan Panda.
Put his IG there. Fox.
I'll be in the DM Comedy Club. No, I'm playing. I was just fucking around. Chicago. We're in Chicago. Improv. Schaumburg. I think it's still at the mall, right?
Yeah.
This weekend, 19th to the 21st. If you're in Chicago, come holler at us. The Rock the Mic Tour will be in the building.
Yo, you can catch me, man. I'm gonna be relaxing. Hopefully, I'll get some calls and get some of these dates, man. I'm off the road this weekend, so hopefully I have some dates at the factory. Haha, you know those places this weekend, man.
You called in already?
I damn sure did.
All right. Here's about all my social media. Hey, look, and my TikTok. I got a TikTok now. Look at that. Boom. So Chicago this weekend. What's after New York City? After that, City Winery, and then my son Charleston and I are going on vacation. We're going to the Bahamas for his 4th birthday.
Yeah.
Kiddo Ditto, I love you so much. My dates are crazy. The Rock the Mic tour is getting better and better and better and better. Catch us in a city near you, man. You will not be disappointed. Again, shout out to Math Hoffa for having me yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to my brother Andre. Happy birthday to my brother Kenny. I told Trey this weekend when we was in New Brunswick, that Saturday first show, I believe it was the best set I have seen him have on the tour this year. He think it was in his bag. He fucking murdered. He did his thing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Once again, salute to my man Captain Kirk, my brother Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk should make him run punch. Yeah, we on the road, man. We making things happen. So fuck with us. Like, share, follow everybody. Send us a DM, send us a message. You talk to us, we talk back. Once again, Charleston, I love you to Neptune. Peace.
Peace out.